His ass is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Wasted world of sports, ahoy! Oh, good lord, what's going on here? That camera, this webcam is extremely laggy. I don't normally, yeah, speaking of laggy, I don't normally use this one. Anyways, welcome along, everyone. I'll try and sort this out. I do apologize for the delayed start. We had a little bit of an issue in the hallway. My fat ass knocking things over. Welcome along, everyone. Grand final day. It's finally here. For a lot of you, this will be the last stream that I see you for. So, thank you very much for your company all year long throughout the NRL season. And hopefully you decide to stay and patch into the internationals that are coming up. There are some internationals coming up in the rugby league, so that will be exciting, surely. So,
Hey, oh, can I say that? Yeah.
what? Yeah, you can say that. What are you saying it about, though?
Name it.
Oh, okay. Who was the?
It was the.
Obviously, the NRL hasn't forked out for Kiss.
No, it was a
Oh, that's right. Username ahoy.
So I was kind of keen.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want that. Ugh.
Bobsy ahoy.
Yes, me.
Al Uris, go the Mighty Panthers. Yes, username says I'm not drinking, so it's just not exciting.
Well,
Bobsy says, Michelle, I hope you're prepared for a grand final loss. It's all right. I've been preparing her all week. Mark Moas Bass says, let's do this, baby. R. Nichols says, go Broncos, yes. But also a Lakers supporter, apparently. So, I mean, that... I don't know. I don't follow the NBA, so I don't know if they're good or not, the Lakers.
Wait, what?
Lakers
Who
supporter.
said that?
Well, that looks like the Lakers logo to me.
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for the word Lakers, but yes, no, that is the.
I'm just assuming that's the
that is the
Lakers
logo.
I've got to sort this camera out. That's really driving me crazy. It's really, I think the what's the word? I'll find it in a second when I see it in front of me. Exposure. The exposure is just like ridiculously large. There we go. That's better. We look like normal moving human beings now. Game ML, ahoy! Game ML, a good season. Melbourne, would you say a good season for the Melbourne Storm? Game ML. I mean, they made it to the finals.
They made it to the top. Well, they made it to the top.
Yeah, well, they made it to the top 4. Yeah, they did jolly good.
Oh yeah, they did too, didn't they?
Eventually. Yeah. That will be his seat for the game. The old Panther is here. He's just having his pre-game pizza, and then he'll be joining us for the pre-game. Countdown is on. 6. Oh God, get that away from me. Get that away. I got eBayed terribly. John Lebold, ahoy! I have a feeling Brisbane might have a few surprises if they strike early. You know what? We are going to do a little bit of a pre-game analysis, John, and that is something that I wanted to talk about. I do feel like the key for the Broncos is to strike early and lead. So if they can get that early lead, hang with the Panthers throughout the first half, who knows? I mean, I'm going to be... Look, I don't think it's going to happen. In all honesty, we all know what I've thought for the longest time. I think the Panthers win quite comfortably, but we are going to go through some scenarios in the pre-game analysis because I've spent some money. I've opened up the wallet. I've spent some money. We've got some serious, like, legitimate... I've been showing it off to everybody.
It's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty cool.
So we have got, like, some serious...
It's next level. I don't think that guy with the 3 letters for a name has...
Oh, let's not... let's not... I've got absolutely nothing against him.
I've also, just so you all know, I've got a nice little sign up here to remind me to keep it on the PG level.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
Hang on. I'll actually see if I can get that on the camera because this moves. It might be very hard to see, but there is a sign up there that says no swearing.
Says?
Yeah, says no swearing.
Remind myself to keep it PG.
Well, now I've gone and screwed this up.
Even though I'm getting a little nervous now.
Gone and ballsed this up quite badly.
I'm getting a little nervous, but I'm not.
Who's your caddy? Ahoy!
I'm a little nervous.
And the knee crumbler, ahoy! So who's your caddy has said. Let's make that a little bit bigger, actually, shall we? Because I'm struggling with that.
You're struggling with that. I got my contacts in and I'm like, what
I am really struggling with that.
Ugh.
How many forward passes from the Broncos tonight? It's all right. We'll cover that. Don't you worry. We will cover that. We will cover that in the pregame. Drew Peebles, ahoy!
Oh, God.
Ahoy, Mr. Peebles.
It's the pre-show. I'm going to see if I can find it. Watch it all.
Peebles?
Very much.
Very Peebles.
Peebles. Peebles.
Get that hat away from me. It's a disaster. Let's go Broncos, says Mr. Peebles. Get out of here with that. Get right out. Get. Dan Jam, ahoy! How you doing? Nice to see you there, mate. AFBOCC says Panthers 43, Broncos 8. The drop goal at the end is just for gigs, isn't it? I think that's all right, Vopsy, but cheers for pointing that out, mate. I think that should be all right. I mean, that could be anything. I do appreciate you looking out for us, though, mate. I think that should be fine, though. I mean, look, I thought that my reaction video to the Fiji beating the Wallabies in the World Cup was going to be fine as well, but apparently it wasn't, so who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that should be all good. Gamer Mel says, don't know how much I can watch the stream. I will as much as I can. No worries, Gamer Mel. It's all good. Completely understand. You have no dog in this fight, so to speak. So, Alice Jasmine, or Ailes Jasmine. Ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? Yep. Appreciate it, Vopsy. All right, Wasted World of Sports, welcome along to the pre-game. We were a little bit late, but you guys should be used to that by now. Honestly, should be used to it. It happens all the time. But I for one, I'm very excited. It's grand final day. It's not the end of the season. I mean, it's the end of the season as far as clubland goes. But let's not forget, rugby league. We've got internationals coming up next month. The internationals should be pretty sweet. What have we got? We've got Australia. So it's actually called the Pacific Cup? Is that what it's called? Rugby League. Hang on, let's find this out. Rugby League Pacific Championship. Pacific Championships is what it's called. And it is starting on the 14th of October. So don't forget that we do have plenty more rugby league action coming up. The Kangaroos, Toa Samoa, PNG, the Cook Islands, the Kiwis, Fiji. It's going to be immense. That's really cool. Pacific Cup, or the Pacific Championships, coming up on the Wasted World of Sports. Right, so we have a grand final to talk about. We've made it this far. Panthers, been there, done it many times before. Broncos, essentially the new kids on the block. I feel like this should be one of our Discord chats, Drew Peebles. Should be called the China Cup because they own half of the Pacific. That should be one of our Discord commentaries. You has 24 Triple Z. Ahoy, mate. How you doing? Vopsy says Broncos probably wondering why no one's at Suncorp yet. Vopsy raises a fantastic point. It was something I wanted to mention as well. is I'm very surprised. I am very surprised at the Broncos. They've actually made it to Suncorp. I mean, that's half the show right there. They actually made it. All right, so wasted World of Sports. Grand final time. Let's have a little bit of an examination. Let's tear this game apart. Let's break it down a little bit and try and find out where this game will be won and lost. See, I think both teams have exceptional middles, forwards, exceptional props. It's almost a stalemate situation between the two teams in the front rows. And I feel like where this game will be won and lost is out wide. And out wide, the Broncos have a deficiency that I'm sure the Panthers have picked up on. Every other team's picked up on it, so I'm sure the Broncos have as well. And the weak link in this Broncos team, Selwyn Cobbo and Jesse Arthurs, have absolutely no goddamn idea how to defend. They might be, well, Jesse Arthurs aside, Selwyn Cobbo might be a great attacking force, but the problem that they have, both Broncos wingers have absolutely no idea how to defend. And we're going to run through a little bit of that in the pregame. We've got half an hour to kill here before kickoff, so let's check out some stuff. Let's play with my new toys and run through some analysis in the pregame. And let's find out exactly where I think the differences are between these two teams and where this game will be won and lost. Where will the Panthers win this contest? Let's find out. I am so keen to like try this out. I'm so excited to get this up and running. This is going to be so cool. All right. So let's go ahead and switch over to my Wasted World of Sports analysis screen. Brand new here on the channel. The channel's monetized now, so see, I've been able to throw a little bit of money into it. And so we've got a nice little analysis all set up and ready to roll. So what I was talking about was the Broncos wingers, Selwyn Cobbo, Jesse Arthurs. It doesn't matter which side of the field they're on, they have a tendency to turn in. And I'll show you what I mean about turning in. So if we go all the way back, let's go all the way back. And I think this is the right video. I think I've got it organized correctly. We'll soon know if I'm wrong. I think I've got it organized correctly. I actually want to... Okay. I suppose it's all good if you see this. So here we go. We're not quite Fox Sports broadcast level yet. So we'll see though. What's happening in the pre-game show, incidentally? What's happening over there? I don't really know. So let's go all the way back. Broncos. Hang on, which game have I picked here? Let's make sure I've picked the right one. I want to pick the one where the Broncos won. Yeah, okay. So this is back all the way back to round one, where the Broncos did get the victory, 13 points to 12. So I just want to find some stuff here in this game to show with you. It certainly ain't Kiss, is it? Yeah, definitely not Kiss. All right, so I want to talk about the Broncos wingers and their tendency to jam in, or just the Broncos defensive line in general, okay? So here we go. I just have to, bear with me here. I do have to just create a mask here on the green. That's all good. All right, so here is a play from the Panthers, all right? They are 35 meters out from their own line. They are 35 out from their own line here, and they're making an attacking raid. And this is what the Broncos have a tendency to do. Now, I must admit, this is round one, okay? They've gotten better at this as the year has gone on, but it's still not perfect. So just bear with me. Just follow me through all the little scenarios here. But I just want to point out this situation, okay? This is a play 3 tackle. Panthers are 35 out from their own line. And I would just like to draw your attention here. I would like to draw your attention here to Herbie Farnworth. Herbie Farnworth, what is he doing there? What is he doing so far in field? And this is going to lead up to what the Broncos... This is where the Broncos have been exposed so many times throughout the course of the year. So, there is the Broncos center, which means there is essentially like 20 meters of field outside him, unmarked. Well, you've got the one player out there. You've got the Broncos winger out there, outside Herbie Farnworth. But you've got, for the Panthers, for the Penny Panthers, you've got this player here. You've got this player here looping around. And you've also got out wide here, their winger is out there ready to pounce. So if we actually play this through, the Broncos have just left so much space out wide. This is an early shift, 7 minutes into the game on tackle 3. And the Broncos' defense is so compacted. And this is just easy space for the Panthers on the outside. They just shift Crichton. Now, unfortunately, on this occasion, they had Liam Martin out there. Liam Martin probably shouldn't be out there, and it was easy for Ezra Mam to get across. Now, he doesn't make the tackle, but in most cases, that tackle gets made. They've ended up scoring a try here, the Panthers, but Liam Martin probably shouldn't be the one out there. But that's just one example there of where the Broncos have very compact defense. Now, I've said that's very early in the season, okay? That's very early in the season, but they haven't fixed it. Let's go back to the Broncos versus the Warriors. Now, the Warriors lost this game on the back of poor goal kicking. They just weren't able to run with the Broncos on the back of poor goal kicking. But let's have a look. Broncos, Warriors, and the Warriors' first try to Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. I'll just organize this. We'll play this through. Okay. Look at this. Look at how far infield the Broncos' defensive line is once again, and the space that's on the outside for the Warriors. Here is Watene-Zelezniak, and he's just got so much space. He is just a gift run through to the try line here for Watene-Zelezniak. If he receives this ball, there we go. Easy run through to the line for Watene-Zelezniak, because old mate here for the Broncos, he's getting drawn in. He's turning in. The Broncos defense turning in. Liam Martin should get Winger of the Year. Maybe he should. So the Broncos wingers, they just have a tendency to turn in. And this was an easy try in space. Watene-Zelezniak on the outside. Plants it down. Easy. And it's not just the Warriors. We can go back to earlier. South Sydney. South Sydney did not make the finals. But Souths, they found themselves in plenty of try-scoring opportunities from the Broncos. Their outside backs, their wingers jamming in on defense, turning in on defense. Look at all the space again. Again. Here. There is. Okay, I would like to point out here. There is Selwyn Cobbo. Okay? There's Selwyn Cobbo. All this space on the outside. So much. I mean, look at what he's left here. What is that? 10, 15 meters that he's left on the outside? Just so much space for Alex Johnston to run into, and that's given him the momentum. Now, on this particular occasion, they've slid across and covered it off, and they've forced Johnston back in field. But he still goes on to score the try. He's had enough momentum. He's been given enough space early. And again, inside the first 10 minutes, the Broncos turning in, leaving space on the outside. So that is something that they seriously need to clean up if they want to have any chance in this game, because it's the Panthers' go-to play. The Panthers go to this play so often. Not just against the Broncos. They did it against the Storm as well. It was the Panthers' first try against the Melbourne Storm in their final. If we play this one through and just move forward a little bit. So, here it is for the Panthers. Their first try. Shape to the right. And again, Melbourne with the exact same defensive structure as the Broncos. The winger way too far infield. And this is just a gift for the Panthers right here. Cleary is drawing in these defenders. That's Munster there. He's got 1, 2. He's got 3 defenders that he's drawing in here. Nathan Cleary. And he turns the winger in, and that creates the overlap. Easy try for Brian To'o in the corner. So that is the Panthers' go-to play. And unless in the past 7 days the Broncos have figured out how to resist the urge to turn in, then I don't see how they win this game. I think the Panthers have an absolute field day. So how do you resist that urge? How do you defend a play like that? Well, okay, the Storm were quite hideous this year, weren't they? Here's an example. Now, let's watch Brian To'o here. Keep an eye. I would like to spotlight Brian To'o out the back there. So here's Brian To'o out on the wing. Okay, keep an eye on him, because here come the Storm mounting an attack. Cameron Munster here, he's going to receive this ball. So Cameron Munster's receiving the ball. He's got a decoy runner here, and there are 2 Melbourne Storm defenders out there that you can't see on camera. There's 2 Storm defenders out there. You can't see them, but Munster, decoy runner, 2 out. Now, the Panthers perfectly aligned. 1, 2, 3, and To'o. But the key here, keep your eye on Brian To'o. They don't turn in for the decoy runner. That's the difference for the Panthers. That decoy just gets completely ignored. So that's old mate over here. Old mate here for the Melbourne Storm. They just completely ignored him. Nothing doing there. But they've still got a situation here, Melbourne. They can either hit this player or they can pass out the back to Nick Meaney. And you've got your winger on the outside there. So they've got a situation. They've got the Panthers in a 3-on-3. What they're hoping to achieve here, these 3 defenders, they want somebody to turn in. Preferably Izack Tago. They want Tago here to turn in. But he's not going to do it. He doesn't fall for it. As we play on, he does not fall for the decoy. He has stayed out the back. And so the Panthers, unlike what we saw from the Broncos earlier, the Panthers are still well and truly numbered up. They actually have the advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders against Melbourne's 1, 2, 3 attackers. Izack Tago did not turn in like the Broncos defenders do. Now, this particular scenario actually led to a try because you've got big Justin Olam. Big bad Justin Olam has taken on Izack Tago and absolutely steamrolled him. But Brian To'o doesn't turn in. Keep an eye on Brian To'o over there. He doesn't turn in. He stays on his man. He has faith on the inside defender. Now, in this particular scenario, 1-on-1, a simple miss. Justin Olam goes over and scores. But Brian To'o stays on his outside man. They don't have that easy space. That is a freak occurrence. Justin Olam has bulldozed over the top of Izack Tago. As we found out, Tago just come back from a pec injury. It was his first game back. He's missed a simple 1-on-1 tackle. It's not going to happen again. It's as simple as that. So the Broncos, they're very, very exposed out wide. Here from the Panthers, it just doesn't happen the same way. We saw a similar scenario happened. Actually, I don't think I have it here on this one, so I do apologize. But there was a similar scenario where it happened, and Brian To'o, he stayed out. He did not get drawn in. He didn't turn in. If we go back to the Rabbitohs-Broncos game, and there's more scenarios here where this has happened to the Broncos. They get turned in. The Broncos wingers. So that's the try I already showed. Selwyn Cobbo so far out of position there. So far out of position. It was ridiculous. But I'm trying to find, let's find something specific here. As the Rabbitohs just ran away with this game. In the end. Moving forward, trying to find the space here. Trying to find the moment. Should have time-stamped all this before I started, right? Theoretically. Ah, Nichols, ahoy, mate. Seems like a bunch of dancing's happening at the moment. Yeah. How terrible. Well, anyway, I suppose that probably brings to an end my pre-game analysis. I hope you enjoyed it, though. That was a lot of fun. I loved putting all the arrows and stuff up. It was really cool. I enjoyed it immensely. Oh, Vopsy, yeah, Panthers. So basically, the whole point that I was making with that pre-game analysis, the Broncos wingers have a tendency to turn in. That is the Panthers' bread and butter. They will score tries at will down the edges if the Broncos haven't somehow fixed that over the past 7 days. 6 or 7 days. Over the past week. If they haven't fixed that, Panthers will have a field day down the edges. How do they stop that? How do the Broncos win? Well, I think obviously it's going to take a lot of luck. They're going to need a lot to go their way for the Broncos to win, and probably they're going to have to hope that the Panthers have a little bit of an off day. Honestly, I don't understand, and maybe Michelle can help shed some light onto this at all, but I don't think so. I think Michelle is, believe it or not, quite a normal supporter when it comes to it. But what I can't understand is the Broncos supporters, for some reason, have just completely come out of the woodwork. They are so clearly the underdogs in this game, but the arrogance of the supporters is what is bewildering to me.
Hey, my arrogance is here 24/7, 365 days a year.
How many? The season doesn't go that long.
Yes, but my arrogance is here that long.
Yeah, but you don't have that arrogance. You're nervous. You're nervous about this game. I'm talking...
Am I?
Well, you said you were. Okay, so maybe she'd... Yeah, I
am. I'm very nervous.
I just don't understand how Broncos supporters, clearly the underdogs, can be so confident about victory to the stage where there was even a mate of ours. There was even a mate of ours who... Did you say up or off?
Up.
Ah, well, no, because I'll get copyrighted. It'll come through the microphone. Does anyone want to watch Michelle dance while I mute the microphone and turn the volume up for her? What?
Junior Pierce out there.
Oh, is Wayne Pierce out there for that? Wow. Wowee. So anyways, yeah, how was the... Oh, I love that. Can I do more?
30.
I would love to do more analysis. Maybe I'll do a halftime analysis. I just want to draw arrows and stuff again. It was cool.
So she played the grand final. In that one. Just wasn't going to say that because it's one of my superstitions.
Oh, they had a very good team back then, the Broncos.
Try not.
They don't have as good a team now.
Yeah.
Here he is, the old Panther. Yeah, we probably need to move the light. He's just going to sit on it. It's all right. Oh. You can see we were very well prepared for grand final day. We were completely on the ball. Connor Crowley. Yes, that's my dad. That's the old Panther. Co-host of the Generations podcast here on the channel. So I had some analysis earlier on, so you weren't actually in the room for it, but just to finish up, the point that I was trying to make is the Broncos, their wingers have a tendency to turn in on the defense. And I pointed out all the situations where that happened. And that's bread and butter for this Panthers team. We saw it for the first try against the Storm the other week when Brian To'o scored. Very simple play. I've just got to redo my greens here. Apologize. Yeah, so very simple play. You've got your decoy runner. You've got your decoy runner that turns the defense in. And as soon as they turn that winger in, they've got a 2-on-1. The Melbourne Storm winger had absolutely no idea what to do here. So he hedges his bets and he decides to come in on Dylan Edwards, but that leaves To'o unmarked on the outside. Now this is a bread and butter play for the Panthers. And the Broncos, as we showed in the pre-game analysis, they fall for it every single time. Not just against the Panthers. We showed the Warriors. We showed the Rabbitohs. We showed the Raiders. And this is just an easy run to the try line here for Brian To'o. Unmarked on the outside. As we play this on. Easy try. 9 minutes. Are they actually kicking off at 6:30 or is it just more pre-game stuff? Nice. We are getting so close to kickoff. She'll be the one that needs them. She'll be the one that needs them. It's all good. Oh no, buffering. Buffer Jones. All right, so for those of you Waste of Water Sports who joined us for the State of Origin, you'll know that the Channel 9 app is a little bit behind. So, because of that, I'll be keeping the chat room and the score and everything kind of hidden for the most part. So, if we are not as responsive to the chat room,
I'll respond. Just be.
No, well, what I'm saying is if we are not as responsive as immediately as normal, it's because I do have to keep it... the Channel 9 app is always a little bit behind. As you can see, it's already crapping itself. So,
Isn't it?
well, KO's not airing it, so a 9 exclusive. So we caught up. Issues with the 9 app, big time. Yeah, there always is. So yeah, if I recall correctly, State of Origin, we were about 30 seconds behind. So I am going to keep the chat room hidden for the most part, and just at key moments, I'll pop it back up so we can see what's going on. In fairness, they probably aren't really set up for so much activity, the Channel 9 app. There would be a lot of people tuning into this. All right, I'll have a quick break before this game starts. 7 minutes and counting.
Love Patty. Andy.
Daniel Oppiati. This game between Broncos and Panthers will definitely be won by the Broncos. In what universe, mate? John Lee Bold says, what's the latest with the Rugby World Cup? Oh my God, John. Oh, let's talk very quickly about the Rugby World Cup. Okay, so we all know Fiji, right? Fiji defeated the Wallabies. Fiji were on the brink of qualification to the Rugby World Cup finals. All they needed to do was win their remaining games. Oh my God, did they nearly capitulated against Georgia. They only just got home against Georgia, but Fiji did win. At the end of the day, Fiji did get the win, but boy, it was close. Dree Peebles says Australia needs to beat Portugal and get a bonus point to qualify.
Oh, who cares? We're talking about this game. Shut up, Drew.
And hope that Fiji or Wales lose as well. Let's not forget that part. Drew Jason James. Apparently he's leaving. He said earlier that this is his last stream and he's leaving.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you got somewhere better to be?
As you can see, she's very upset. Very upset at this news. I'm upset at this news too. Who am I going to talk conspiracy theories with on Discord? Apart from Mr. Ed's Dead. Mr. Ed's Dead loves a good conspiracy theory talk as well.
Alright. Will here tonight?
Yeah, Will was there earlier. Way earlier. I was about to scroll up and try and find the message, but I thought, no, that was actually a long time ago.
You got a bet on? Of course you do.
Of course I do, yes. Yeah, well, see, in fairness to my bet, I didn't know who to put for the Broncos in the multi. The Broncos will probably score a try. I just had no idea who to choose. Whereas for the Panthers, it's a lot more obvious. The Panthers have got their systems. You know what I mean? It's a much easier pick. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who for the Broncos to have picked.
I'm not listening at all.
Look up Plum Island conspiracy.
Later.
Yes, much later. Much later. Oh, the team's coming out onto the field. All right, Mr. Ed's dead. We're going to fire it up on Discord. We're going to fire it up on Discord. Mr. Ed's dead. Let's get that happening. There we go. We're up and running. Wasted Water Sports. Reynolds is leading the Broncos out. There is my four-leg multi for this game. Panthers 13 plus. Nathan Cleary 8 plus points. Stephen Crichton anytime try scorer. Brian To'o 2 plus try scorer. The teams are out on the field. Don't talk to me, she says, on a live stream commentary about the final, the grand final. Okay, let's see. We're going to switch over to the main camera. We'll see if this works or if I kill everything off. And if I do, if everything drops out, we'll be right back. It worked last time in the Generations podcast, so it should be all good. All right, well, that didn't switch it over at all. There we go. Let's get physical. Yes, Wasted Water Sports Grand Final time. Oh, the Panthers have got their game faces on. For the Broncos, some nerves abounds, as you would expect. Some very nervous looking, apart from Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds has got his game face on. Look at him. He's been here, done it before. But for the rest of the Broncos, some nervous looking players there. Which, as I say, I mean, it's to be expected. Well, in the NRL, got the internationals coming up. Yeah, I've got to set it up correctly though. All right, I've got time. There's the country. Random Rabbitohs, of course. There's always a random Rabbitohs. Of course there was. Two of 29. Welcome. No, it's actually nowhere near as bad as that. Oh, and we've got the anthems as well.
Between the others.
Vopsy says, I believe James is a confirmed criminal from Redfern and he goes to court tomorrow and that's why it's his last stream.
Righto, Vopsy.
Wow.
Ailes, Jasmine, they are about to anthem right
Yep,
now.
national anthem's going on.
What is up the bars? Please tell me that's not up the Broncos. Please tell me bars is the Broncos. No.
Yes. Yes, it is.
My old neighbour at Alderley works in a bookshop near Red Hill. Near ask him to eat this.
Oh, yeah. Right. Teams are in a huddle. Some nervous looking faces there for the Bronx.
Only like, oh, the chin's looking
Bizarre!
up.
Bahoy, mate. Billy Slater in commentary. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Billy Slater in commentary.
Not coming into the stream video.
Sorry?
And in the bottom.
Yeah. We've got, we do have the old Panther focus cam. This one's ready to get underway.
Camera in camera. Oh.
7.
Penrith by about 18.
Broncos by 3.
The game will be won by half time. Penrith with first use of it. I'm not getting into that conversation, James. Liam Martin now with the hit up. Panthers with first use of the ball.
James, seriously, you're gonna make me break my no swearing rule real early if you keep that up.
Keep an eye on. Let's keep an eye on what I covered in the pre-game. Fifth and last, the kick from Cleary. Inside the 40, it's taken on the full. And is that Katoni Staggs or is that Herbie Farnworth? I can't tell them because they got the matching mows. It's very hard to tell them apart anymore.
James, not all white people started in God's sake.
Harry Sheasel says Brisbane win by 7. Bold call. I would love. Ah! It was the boy. Shut up, Michelle, he says. Flegler with the hit up. Fifth and last now, Broncos. Both teams get through their early set. Reynolds with the kick. This one finds grass. Edwards stands back, lets it bounce. Always risky business. Great movie.
Back grabs.
Yeah, this is terrible, actually. Can I turn this volume down a bit? No, I don't. It's actually distracting me by hearing it. I kind of like the crowd noise, though. I'll just turn the volume down a wee bit so we can sort of still hear the cheers and jeers and... Oh, God, I can still hear him. Oh, that's a big run. Was that Moses Leota? Of course it was. Moses Leota with the big charge. Who did he just put on his backside? Great kick chase, putting Cobbo under immense pressure. And the Broncos are now pinned down. Who's that, number 13?
Carrigan.
Oh, Paddy Carrigan.
Yes. It was a big hit. Come on, Paddy, up you get. Let's get back.
He'll be right. He'll be right. Pat Carrigan, lock of the year in my personal Dally M Awards. Well, actually, he probably won the main one too, didn't he? Might have won the actual one. Well, that might be one that I agree with. As the Broncos have made a mistake and it's flared up. It's flared up. I feel like there's a reason this is flared up, and I feel like it's a knock on. A cheeky rake to the eye from Payne Haas.
No. That was his own player. His own player raked him in the eye. Because I was like, what the hell was that? That was friendly fire.
Was this a mistake?
Looks like
There's two in the tackle.
Hand
There's
on
three in the tackle now.
That's a little late hand there.
And he spills the ball, and that's a loose carry and a knock on. And then a nutsack to the face for good measure. Liam Martin's fired up. The bench is fired up, and no wonder it flared up. Immense start for the Panthers. And an early mistake from the Broncos. We were talking about it in the pre-game. The Broncos can't afford to make as many mistakes as they did against the Warriors. The Warriors, no offense to them. Oh, Reece Walsh looks like a deer in headlights out there. He looks nervous. He looks nervous.
Looks like he forgot. What's that on his upper lip?
What a great scrum feed from Cleary. He just fires it through with one arm.
Crumbs are...
Yep,
honestly.
absolutely. Watch rugby union if you want scrums. And I do. I mean, watch rugby union. I mean, the scrum should be abolished from rugby league. It's as simple as that, is what I'm saying. Or bring it back as a contest.
Hey, Bobsy, I don't think Reece Walsh is a Greek god. Calm down.
Dylan Edwards looking for space. Now. Luai, short pass to Sorensen. Manning up on defense here, the Broncos. This is where the Panthers get their shape going. Cleary out the back to Yo. Here they go. Dummy runner from Martin. Edwards. They've created that space out wide, and Tago nearly gets there. But that is dangerous. Early warning signs there. They've fired the shot, the Panthers. They've got that shape going, and they nearly come up with a try. And they get the result. Oh, still going. And still bringing it back as Katoni Staggs. A fabulous effort there, and he's milked a penalty there. No, referee.
Penalty. Grabbed his by the ankle.
Referee Adam G not falling for the shenanigans there.
Come on, Reece.
Oh, Reece Walsh.
Pretend you're injured.
Let's not, although he's copped a little bit of a... Did he get kicked in the nuts? No, he got kicked in the shin.
He got kicked somewhere.
Reece Walsh got kicked in the shin from his own player.
Kane Haas charging down the middle of the field.
Well, there it is, the shape from an early kick in behind the line. A 40-20 coming up here for the Broncos. 40-20 from Reynolds. And that is a big momentum swinger. That is a huge... What the hell is that?
Yeah!
You are way too tall to be Adam Reynolds. Way too tall.
Reckon.
You are way too tall to be Adam Reynolds right now. Or was it Billy Walters? Billy Walters seems fired up.
I don't care. Go Adam Reynolds.
A 40-20 for the Broncos. What a momentum turner that was. Now, remember what I said. How do the Broncos win this game? They score first. They score first and control this game from the front. This is an important passage of play. And that's a forward pass. A forward pass not called. Surprise, surprise. But he slipped over anyway.
Sorry, Alara.
The referee gets away with that because they slip into touch, the Broncos. Not wanting to call the forward pass.
It wasn't forward. Lucky to go out.
Well, it wasn't forward compared to...
It wasn't forward. He was in front of the line and he was behind the line. It wasn't forward.
It wasn't forward compared to Reece Walsh the other week.
Go, Lara. Run away. I'm too very excited for her.
Broncos with the ball. 6.5 minutes gone. They're holding on. Panthers, they had that shape early. They had their opportunity down the other end.
You'd like that little
You're
face.
doing well at the moment too, by the way. You're doing very well. Big charge upfield here for the Broncos. I mean, for the Panthers.
I've been dying to get that face out.
I had no idea that was there. That's hilarious. Fifth and last on halfway. Back to Cleary. Gets the kick away. Straight down the throat of Jesse Arthurs. Both teams just in a stalemate at the moment. How massive that moment could be, though, for the Broncos. That 40-20. Not yielding a result, not yielding points. Curtis Capewell from dummy half. Former Panther Curtis, former Shark Curtis. Now, the Broncos through the hands. Oh, he's jumped over the top. He's jumped over the top as Katoni Staggs looking for quick play of the ball.
That was some Denver Broncos kind of stuff. I feel like
that was NFL. That was.
The NFL.
Hey, that's been knocked on by Reynolds. Where's the mask? Where's the mask?
Not down there. It's over here. Think about that end.
Oh, and Adam Reynolds has just gone and goofed up.
Terrible pass, though.
What a goof. T-shirts.
Around his ankles.
What a goof. T-shirts now available at poptoyourdrop.com.au, the official merchandise home of the wasted world of sports. That was NFL right there.
The fact that he held on to it, though, is
that was amazing.
Impressive.
Well, he jumped on purpose. To be fair, he was in control of that moment, Stags. He did that on purpose.
What are you refreshing? Who needs to refresh the screen? Why?
Oh, because it hasn't started. Yeah.
What?
The scoreboard thing.
Oh. That's alright, there's nothing on it.
No, nothing's happened yet apart from the time counting down. Oh. Thank you, Vobsy, though. Panthers ball, tackle 3, 9 minutes gone, or approaching anyway. Fisher Harris with the big hit up. Cleary inside to Leota. Leota looking for a small target. Found it in Billy. But Billy had some help. Big Payne Haas. Oh, Cleary takes on Payne Haas and wins. That was a win.
He got him.
That was a huge win. 5th and last now. Luai with the kick. It's tapped up. Broncos. Number 12, Jordan Ricky. Jordan Ricky with the Reece Walsh hair.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought it was Reece Walsh, but and now expansive play from the Broncos and errors. Oh, we talked about it. We talked about it.
Ball, lads.
They can't make the same mistakes they did against the Warriors, and they are at the moment inside the first 10. 2 from 6 completed sets. Panthers with shape. Edwards to Tago. Tago, this time looking for the offload. They've held on again. To'o needed to hold his line on the outside there. He'll want that over. He will definitely want that play over again, Brian To'o. Luai organising the troops. Sorensen takes it forward on tackle 3. Too many mistakes at the moment for the Broncos. Yo, out the back to Cleary. Now they've got the shape. Oh, send it out. Send it out. Edwards had to surrender for obstruction. And they're just getting it a little wrong at the moment, the Panthers. This is what the Broncos needed. The Panthers to be just a smidgen off. And they are just a smidgen off at the moment.
Tackle.
5th and last. Kenny to Cleary. Out the back. Dylan Edwards can't get through. The defense holds firm. And yes, the Panthers are just a little off game at the moment.
High five.
They've left a... They have definitely left a couple of... They have definitely left a couple of early tries out there, the Panthers. There were a couple of times there. They've had To'o cutting back in field, needed to stay out.
I just realised too.
A simple draw and pass was the order of the day. Picked up and dumped it, but the Panthers, as you can see, are controlling the field position. The Broncos really needed to ice that 40-20. You get that feeling. You just get that feeling that's going to come back to haunt.
Yeah, they just ice your...
Well, that's pretty much exactly what I said.
No.
I know they got the 40-20. I said they needed to ice that opportunity. Now, here's another chance. Reece Walsh, straight down the middle of the field. And that is going to go... It bounced over the crossbar. Does he get half a point for that? Half a point for a bounce over?
Nice. AFL, you get a point for this. Stuff up the play, half a point.
Half a point for bouncing over the crossbar? Why not? I'd give it.
I'd do it.
I'd give it.
Okay.
So, Broncos at the moment 0.5, Panthers 0.
But in our little world.
In our little world, yeah. Let's keep score. If that half a point comes back, if that half a point is the difference maker at the end of regulation time, I think we should write a letter to the NRL Half a point for bouncing it over the goalpost.
That's a funny looking pair, that Connor Crowley.
Yeah, that looks like a cheetah or a tiger, maybe. No, definitely not a tiger.
Leopard?
A cheetah. Leopard. Crichton now taking it forward into contact to Reece Walsh
Hyena?
Senior. Let's call him Reece Walsh Senior because it's Reece Walsh, not the opposite of shrunk.
Senior because he's taller?
Taller, yeah. He's a much larger individual. He's got the same. They go to the same hairstylist.
Really?
Tackle 4 here. Panthers a little bit scrappy. They don't know what to do.
A little bunched.
Sorensen.
Not as fluid as they normally are.
Keeping the ball alive. Oh, Nelly gets through. Great legs tackle there from
Ricky.
Jordan Ricky. Fifth and last. Cleary now. Puts the ball high. It's off the outside of the boot.
Oh, that ball is
It's tapped back for the
terrible.
Panthers. It's back to Cleary. Fires it back to Yo. Beware the second kick. Luai will put it in and it's taken on the fall by... Oh, my
Jordan
God. I thought it was
Ricky.
Reece Walsh again. That is so confusing. Can
Reece
someone...
Reece has got highlights.
Can
His
someone
hair's
please
little bit
get a
lighter.
haircut?
His hair's a little bit lighter.
Can someone please get a haircut?
Jordan Ricky's hair's darker and not so mullety.
Yeah, and Jordan Ricky is much larger individual, but sometimes that's hard to tell, you know?
I know. I'm getting used to those. It's the hair colour. Look for the colour. Golden is Reece.
Payne Haas with a big charge. Panthers are really...
They look a little out of sorts.
They are out of sorts at the moment, the Panthers. This is far from clinical that we've seen in recent weeks. Fifth and last.
Adam Reynolds.
Reynolds from inside the 40. It's no threat of a 40-20, though. It's a great kick, nonetheless. Pops up for To'o. To'o says, Thomas Flegler, yes, please. I'll have you on, mate. Heel fries. Ahoy,
Heel
buddy.
fries.
How you doing?
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Tago moves it forward.
They are a bit
I wouldn't
shook.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. They're definitely
you
off.
literally said that.
No, I did not say they're shook.
You said
I
they're
never say
but you
shook.
said it- yeah, I know. But you said the same thing in more eloquently. You know.
I just said they're a smidgen off. I
They're
don't think they're shook.
They look a bit.
The Broncos look a bit shook. Panthers, it's just not happening for them at the moment. Fifth and last again.
He's back
In territory.
James.
Cleary puts it high. Crichton's up. Trying to milk a penalty there. Who was that?
Well,
Farnworth
I
or
don't know if he
Staggs?
was
Trying to milk a penalty.
He did kind of get taken.
Oh, that's
there.
a sloppy play the ball in an error. A huge error from the Broncos. And it's Tony Staggs with his second of the night. His second error. That is a sloppy play the ball. Alfie, get off the field. What are you even doing out there? There is absolutely no reason for Alfie to be out there right now.
Come to the word of support.
Rob G, ahoy, mate. How are you doing? And this is one of the worst play the balls. Oh, yeah? My God, that is terrible. Tony Staggs. Alfie playing one last game, says Vopsy.
Every week, Alfie's playing one last game. 5 errors to 0.
Alfie would love
Broncos.
the fact that it is still 0-all after that error count is amazing, really.
Broncos sort it out. I can't break my no swearing rule.
Panthers really do need points. Taruva's going to feed the scrum. Cleary out in the line. There he is, out the back to Luai. Short pass. Great defense from Herbie Farnworth. 1-on-1 with Tago. 5 out, the Panthers. Crash ball, Leota. So short. Martin on the dummy. Edwards
Oh!
to Tago. Out the back it goes. To'o.
Sorry.
Gets away from the first up tackle. To'o still going, stepping, weaving. And he's caught and put down. Panthers tackle 3, 5 out. The first try is beckoning. It has been for a while. Crash ball for Sorensen.
A lot of ball.
Fifth and last. What can they come up with now? The Broncos are up quick. Crichton. Oh, it's tackle 4. Sorry. Now it's fifth and last. What can they come up with here, the Panthers? Yo. Out the back to Cleary. Loose pass. Tago does secure it. Puts the grubber in. Behind the line. It's off Reece Walsh and into touch. It's off Reece Walsh into touch, and it's going to be a dropout. Izack Tago. Great heads-up play.
How's your heart? Mike's about to leap out of my chest. Did it come off of Wash?
Yes, it did. His left hand.
Okay.
They should have points here, the Panthers.
Are they taking the 2?
The longer this game goes on at stalemate, the better it is for the Broncos. Because the Panthers really should have at least 12. Short dropout from Reynolds, and it's perfectly placed.
No,
it's tapped back.
What was
Mitch Kenny will dive over and score. Was he onside?
I don't think he was.
Was Mitch Kenny
I don't
onside?
think he was.
It's going up as a try.
He was offside by about 3 meters.
Mitch Kenny, first try scorer. Who had that in their multi?
No one.
No. A short dropout from Adam Reynolds. It's tapped back.
I do.
Was he behind the 10 when the kick was made? That's the key. If he's behind the 10 when the kick was made, he's onside. And that is a try. Mitch Kenny.
Well, they all have to be behind the 10 when the kick's made. Really?
This is footy country. I thought that was Melbourne.
Started.
Mitch Kenny with the first try of the grand final and points for the Panthers. Try confirmed.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Harley Waban, ahoy mate, how are you doing? The short dropout from Reynolds was perfect. Perfect. And he can't believe it. He's just... Hang on. Let's reenact that. Where's the face? There it is.
Face.
Let's reenact that moment from Adam Reynolds. It was perfectly placed.
Ugh.
Drew Peebles says, why would you do a short dropout in this temperature? Why would you do a short dropout at 0-all?
Why wouldn't you? Obviously, they've been practicing it. Like, clearly, he just needs to hold on to it, not tap it back to the Panthers.
Stephen Crichton with the goal-kicking duties.
Why is Crichton kicking?
This is a... Hang on, let's... Where's my thing gone?
Nathan falls in.
Oh, and he's put it right
Yes, he has.
down the middle. I did say middle.
This is footy country.
Oh, Panther, what do you make of that? Is that on?
Cleary.
What color is your light? Are we on? Is it is it red or blue?
No light.
Oh, there's no light.
It's not plugged in.
Oh God. You know what? It probably isn't.
Why would you drop out? Penrith suspect.
Penrith
Short
suspect
dropout.
under the short drop. See, that was the insight that I wanted. But obviously I don't have... Oh, yeah, it's not. Yeah, there's the cable. Sitting there on the floor at his feet.
Oh.
The bloody cable is sitting there at his feet. Oh, yeah, because I had to unplug that the other week for the camera for our generations. Hamish McKenzie, ahoy! Yeah, I had to do the generations thing with the 2 cameras.
Dumbest thing grand final in a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even think. My bad. We'll get your insights at halftime if that's okay. I totally forgot about that. Panthers up 6 points to 0. 20 minutes gone in this grand final.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, 4 out of 10 completion. I mean, the fact that it's 6-0 with that completion rate is all hope is not gone for the Broncos. This game should be over.
Can we just save that for future reference? That
Yeah.
Dan actually said something good in support of the Broncos.
I've said something good many times.
Oh,
Oh, now kick in behind. Is it another 40-20?
Oh.
It wouldn't have been. Why are they even playing at that, the Panthers?
it would have.
No, it wouldn't have been. It was nowhere near the 20-metre line. It was absolutely nowhere near the 20-metre line. No, they were taking. They were certainly not taking any chances there. That was nowhere near a 40-20. They played at it anyway, and that was risky. But look at this. They've come all the way back.
Apparently, Cleary was clutching at his earlier.
Who?
Cleary.
Ah. Who said that?
Jason James, who can't pick a name.
Oh, no. That was Reece Walsh. Understand how you could get the two confused. And it was his shin, not his knee.
No, he's talking about Cleary. That's what we were asking. We were asking why he wasn't kicking.
And the first incomplete set for the Panthers. Mitch Kenny, the try scorer. Harley Waban says, my team, the Sharks, will be back next year, stronger than ever.
This guy looks like a young gal.
I don't think so, Harley, I'm afraid. Look, Harley, I don't know. Your name seems familiar, Harley. I think you've been at the streams before. And
Yes.
and I think we've had this discussion. I'm a Sharks supporter as well. I don't think next year is our year. I think we're a couple of years off at least. We're a couple of years off and a couple of, like, X-Factor players. To be honest, a couple of X factors off. We do need to bolster our forward pack. I think if we're any premiership threat. Heel Fry says Dan equals the most negative supporter. I'm just a realist, Heel Fries.
You're on my side tonight, Heel. I'm not sure I like this.
You're
freaking me out, man.
I am a realist, Heel Fries. The Sharks are a couple of years and a couple of key players off. There's no point. I mean, look, the Broncos went into this grand final tonight all high and mighty. I've never actually seen a supporter base so clear underdogs with so much arrogance and
Queensland every year.
I'm talking about the Broncos.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Broncos.
No, you're saying you've never seen a supporter base with so much arrogance as the underdogs. Hello, Queensland every year.
Yeah, but they're not the underdogs. They claim underdog status, but they're actually not. Harley Waban says, I don't like Storm. Well, there you go.
Join the club.
There you go. Storm are all right.
Oh,
Broncos now into territory. A chance to strike back here. Carrigan beats 1, 2, 3. Gets the offload away. It's a loose pass. Curtis Capewell in midfield. Looks for the offload. Back to Ezra Mam. They're panicking, the Broncos. This is panic play. This is panic footy. This is catch-up footy. And they're only behind by 6. Kevy Walters needs to put the rocket up at half-time. Reynolds with the kick. It's high. It's bouncing over the touchline. Selwyn Cobbo's crying foul, but I don't know why. They probably would have got that penalty if Sutton was refereeing the final, though, to be honest. That would have been a penalty Broncos if Sutton was the referee. Penalty Broncos t-shirts now available. Wasted World of Sports. Poptoyourdrop.com.au. The official merchandise home of the Wasted World of Sports. Sutton definitely would have given that as a penalty to the Broncos. He loves the Broncos. Sutton. Harley Waban says, I hate the Storm in Melbourne and I don't like Cameron Smith. Username says, Warriors never finished lower than second in every game they played in 2023. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Drew Peebles says, Carrigan is probably the best player for the Broncos so far. Thank you, James. Thank you. All the media focus is on Reece Walsh, isn't it? But honestly, Pat Carrigan has been standout. Player of the year for the Broncos. But you wouldn't know it. You would think that only... It's almost like Latrell with the Rabbitohs, isn't it? Oh, straight through goes Katoni Staggs! Or is that Farnworth? I don't know which. They look the same. One's lighter than the other one. That's all. Front foot ball here for the Broncos, and Reece Walsh drops it, and that's knocked on, Reece Walsh. That's knocked on by Reece Walsh, and Reece Walsh is... Oh, problems for Reynolds. His old body is breaking down.
What?
Adam Reynolds is done.
What have you done to my Reynolds?
It's flared up in back play. Reynolds is down. He's fallen and he can't get up.
This is what I do. You can't do that. You're an elite athlete.
Well, Adam Reynolds, to be fair, is an elite athlete at the back end of his career, and he is down and he can't get up. Reece Walsh with the knock on. Can't hold on to the ball. He holds on to that all season long. He holds on to that all season long, and Reynolds is done. Reynolds is done.
Stick a needle in it. Let's go. What did they do? What did he do? It looks so innocuous.
It's just not. He just got awkward.
Oh. Like splits. It looks like a little bit of a.
It's all right. Alfie's there. Alfie's got him up.
Alfie will give him a rub down and he'll be fine.
A rub and tug from Alfie. He'll be fine.
I didn't say anything about a tug.
I did. He's all good. He's up. He's up. It's just a cork. Alfie's having some water. The water boy's having some water. That's how often he spends out there on the field, by the way. That is evidence of how...
How did knock on, though?
Because he knocked it on.
Well, he wasn't. He was looking back in the other direction.
Well, where did the ball go?
The other guy who was behind him. In front of you.
Wow. You've got to love that. You've got to love that, don't you? It wasn't a knock on. He was looking backwards.
He was.
He was looking back at his own try line. Which way did the ball go? About a metre forward. But never mind that. He was looking backwards. Reynolds is still on, by the way. He's just copped a little bit of a cork. He's all good. There's 4X in the water bottle. Yes, there's 4X in the water bottle. If that is not an indication of how much time Alfie spends on the field, that he actually had to have some water, I don't know what is. That is unbelievable. Alfie Langer had to suck in the water. That's brilliant. That is fabulous. Panthers with the ball from the knock-on. Clear knock-on, by the way. Short side. Sorensen out the back to Luai. To Crichton. Crichton takes on Reynolds. Reynolds is fine. Makes the tackle. Reynolds is absolutely fine. He's back in the line.
Good.
Edwards to Tago. They're numbered up here, the Broncos. Tackle 4. Yo to the line. Panthers just setting themselves up here. It wasn't a forward pass. It was a knock-on. Cleary, out the back to Luai. Luai, he's caught. He gets away. He's still going. 5th and last, Luai. We'll just go to ground, take the tackle. And this is Panthers 101. Panthers 101. We've got the lead. You play at us from 90 metres out if you want. This is their MO. We have the lead. You come at us. And it's Broncos ball. Trying to force the mistake. Staggs has just gone up a gear. He's been immense, Tony Staggs, since that big mistake in the play the ball.
We need someone to be.
It's just next level here for the Broncos. They're not used to this. They've had such an easy run through the back end of the year. They're not used to going to this level, especially away from Suncorp. There's one.
Oh, get out.
Can you believe it took me 26 and a half minutes, though? 5th and last, the kick. Looking for a 40-20 again. They've got to be aware of that kicking game. Dylan Edwards was on this occasion. XX Jordan XS says the Broncos aren't trying. Oh, boy, danger, danger, danger. Lifting tackle. He falls back down safely. Reece Walsh looks completely gassed. Reece Walsh looks like he might be hungover, actually. Am I wrong in that? He looks like he might be a bit hungover. a couple of those shots there.
Taking a step back and looking at the game.
Yeah, from hungover eyes. 5th and last, Stephen Crichton takes the tackle. Panthers once again, blindside play. Short side, pop back from Sorensen. Shocker. Dead set shocker. Kick through and pops up for Reece Walsh. Here's some space for Reece Walsh to run across field.
High,
they're appealing for a high shot.
Well,
and he's driven back in goal. And this will be a goal line dropout. And this will be a goal line dropout to the Broncos.
Take his head off first, though.
High tackle. Come on. No.
Unbelievable. I want to talk about scrappy football.
He's running about 100 metres cross field.
Martin.
Reece Walsh is a grub. Yes, Harley.
Ranking.
Oh, short dropout. And this is a gift. 2 points to the Panthers. An absolute gift. Where's the Reynolds face? This is a gift. 2 points for the Panthers to put themselves up 8 points to 0. Take the 2.
No one's
Take
taking your
the 2.
advice, Slater.
Take the 2. Take the 2. Take the 2. Take the 2.
Oh, God.
Wasted Water Sports Take the 2 t-shirts now available at poptillyoudrop.com.au, the official merchandise home of the Wasted Water Sports. And we're about to be 8 points to 0 ahead for the Penrith Panthers. Taking the 2 from right in front. Surely you do.
Hey, it's all about some stupid burger.
Advertising is the name of the game.
Doesn't look that appealing.
Yeah, the short dropouts are nonsense. I've been saying it all year. We've been debating it all year. And from right in front, John Lebold says Brisbane needs shock therapy. How about a float? We've got a mate that owns quite a few float therapy places around Brisbane and Ipswich.
What? I'm not listening.
She's completely tuned out.
I'm not listening.
She is completely tuned out. XX Jordan XX, is that a Roblox avatar? That looks like a Roblox
I
avatar.
don't know what.
I was saying we've got a mate that can sort the Broncos out with some float therapy around Brisbane and Ipswich.
Oh, that, yeah. Do. After the game.
Brisbane needs Suncorp, says Vopsy. Yes. Well, that's been the difference, isn't it? I talked about it in the pregame.
Hasn't been the difference.
Of course, it's been the difference.
My... They had the
Home
same
ground.
amount of home games that they've had all year as
Yes.
everybody else, except for the one.
Of course, they've had the same
Manly.
amount of home
Oh.
games because all the home games were in Queensland.
Yeah.
They've played 3 games all season in Sydney. 4th is tonight. No wonder they're deers in headlights.
Yeah.
You honestly don't think that home ground advantage is a thing?
Yes, it's a thing. But
Of
they
course
don't
it's
have
a
to-
thing.
They haven't played at Suncorp Stadium, 20 rounds of the year.
Close enough.
Oh, God.
About 18 of them they did. Harley Waban says, I hate the Broncos and I don't like Darius Boyd. Well, I don't know what Darius has got to do with
Darius
this.
isn't even playing. You fellas,
Ah!
get back into the...
Ah!
That's not swearing. Get back.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Get back into the, 2023 team, mate.
Now, here go the Broncos. Space out to the right. Stags can't get the pass away. Cut down by Stephen Crutton. No, Walsh made the first pass.
Yes, wasn't even... anyway.
5th and last, Broncos on halfway. Reynolds puts the kick in. Straight down the gullet of Dylan Edwards, who beats the first tackle. And then Ezra Mam dives in over the top to make sure they've got nowhere to go beyond that. Panthers just controlling this, dominating this. Now they go wide early. Bumping off Jesse Arthurs. Up towards halfway on tackle 2.
Wales. I will. 2 weeks.
It would be Party Jesus! Ahoy! JB.
Honey Jesus, shush yourself.
No Queensland team is going to get a win this weekend. The way it's going. He goes for Queensland.
I know.
Fifth and last, Cleary puts it low, in behind the line. Ezra Mam collects it, but Broncos starting.
I don't know why I you said behind the line. When you said that, I thought you said the player's name. That's why I said Ezra Mam.
You were-
I don't know
you were
who behind
correcting
the
me.
line is. But
You were correcting me. Old mate behind the line.
Ah. That?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah. It was like a replay.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, the Broncos. I would love to see the stats. Now here's some space. They've got numbers, the Broncos, but shut down in a great one-on-one tackle by Brian To'o. Fifth and last, and that's a terrible kick. Straight up in the air.
Hasn't put his hairspray in before he's taken his head off.
I would love to see the stats of how many tackles the Broncos have had inside Panthers territory. This defense has just been immense. The Broncos aren't used to this sort of defense. This is what I've been talking about.
Yeah, but
they've had the
way you've been talking is that the Broncos' defense means it would have been 40-0 by now.
It should be. It really should be. They're doing well. The fact that they're still in this game, I have predicted in the lead up to this game that it would be over by halftime. And honestly, on the back of these statistics, it should be. But no, it's still game on. We are still well and truly on here. The Panthers have not taken advantage of this domination, and it is well and truly still game on. Heel fries.
He's not going to read it out.
He's just upset he's just devastated that Parramatta were so terrible this year.
What happened to To'o's helmet? Taking it off. It's a bit too hot under that, is it?
And there it is again, loose from Penrith. They did not have the clinical finishing that they've had all season long.
Was it loose or was it fifth tackle option?
No, it was loose. It was loose out the back.
I'm like,
it was fifth tackle, but it was loose out the back.
That's the third or fourth time that we've got them on the fifth tackle option.
Broncos charging upfield. Still in this game. They absolutely should not be. If they score points before halftime, on the back of these stats, it'll be immense. Inside pass to Walsh. They're all over Reece Walsh. They are all over Reece Walsh tonight.
All over him.
He tripped over in the tackle.
The other guy was in the back.
In the tackle. Fifth and last, Broncos 20 out. Points before halftime would be huge for the Broncos. Mam puts the grubber kick in. Perfectly positioned again. Mr. Reliable, Dylan Edwards at the back. Dylan Edwards, any team.
They look gassed.
Any team.
They all look gassed. Like 30 right down there.
Very hot conditions, apparently.
Time since last stoppage. Let the game flow.
Channel 9 love their stats.
I have a glass to mine too.
They love their stats, the Channel 9.
Anyway.
Sorry? 29. Fifth and last. Cleary puts the kick in.
Yeah, so
straight down the throat. Arthur's into contact. 3.5 minutes to go till the halftime break. 8-0 is not enough. Honestly, it's not enough. And a penalty to the Broncos. Oh, finally. Finally, penalty Broncos t-shirts available. Penalty Broncos t-shirts now available at poptoyourdrop.com.au, the official merchandise home of the Wasted World of Sports.
What? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
What?
Penalty Broncos.
Finally.
Leading top points would be huge for the Broncos here. Points, massive.
Really?
8 points to 0.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Reece Walsh Sr. takes it to the line. Oh, no, that's Carrigan. That's Pat Carrigan. My apologies. Here's Flegler. Flegler, who's that? Palacia.
Someone.
That's Palacia on tackle 3. To the right they go. Flegler to Reynolds. Double pump.
Come on.
Through.
Oh.
Nowhere to go. Take it down to the tackle. Now Flegler on the decoy. To Carrigan. Carrigan. Now they've got numbers to the right.
Stop
they go back
still.
left.
Stop standing flat-footed.
Reynolds Reynolds.
You're going the other way.
Dummies. Inside. Farnworth still going.
Come on,
Farnworth still
Herbie.
going. He's taken down 5th and last. Herbie Farnworth. Now, Flegler. Thomas Flegler is short.
That ball's on the line.
Thomas Flegler is short
That
of the
ball's on
line.
the line.
Flegler short of the line.
He's given it.
He's given it, but that will be called back. Short of the line. Flegler.
Oh.
Important try right before halftime, but it will be called up in the bunker. You would think.
You would think. Like it's on the line. Ref's ass is in the way, so he's right there.
Yeah, we can't tell from that angle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up, it's up.
There's the Panther in the way.
It's up. And this will be overturned.
Nah, it's a try.
No way. That'll be overturned.
It's a try.
That'll be overturned for sure.
Damn close. Isaiah.
It's hard to tell from any of that.
Right.
The
Try confirmed!
Wow.
Woo!
Wow, they're not even looking at that?
They looked at it. It's a grand final.
Who looked at it? Who looked at it? It has to be... If it's going to be looked at, there needs to be time off. Who's that?
Are you kidding? Eyebrows? Prettiest eyes in the
I thought it was
NRL.
Nathan Cleary.
Oh my god. You know who that is, right? Thank you.
I thought that was Nathan Cleary. An absolute gift to the Broncos here on halftime. That needed to be looked at. Look, I'm not saying it wasn't a try. I'm just saying it needed to be looked at closer than what they did. There is no way to say that was conclusively a try.
No, we don't want full time now, Jordan. We're down. Christ almighty.
I don't think Jordan knows how this game works. It's like,
Hey.
try Bronco, call it off. Okay.
I was pretty happy with it.
They're fantastic.
Happy with it.
Oh, those are great. Those are so good.
I was like, I got a surprise Dan with these.
I had no idea that was. I had no idea that was on its way.
Keep it for next season.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Dubious as it may be, the Broncos have struck before halftime.
Paddy Carrigan's bleeding. I got this one off the Courier Mail website.
Oh, right.
Courier fail.
Yeah.
So I basically stole it because you were supposed to buy the Courier fail to get it.
Oh, okay. It was an actual mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then Adam Reynolds I just found online. How good are they, though?
Oh, those are fantastic.
I was like, as soon as they do something good, I'm going to bust them out. Completely forgetting that they can be used against me when they do something.
Yeah, I love that you've only had them out twice tonight.
Well, Reece Walsh hasn't done anything yet, so maybe if I get it out now, it'll be a omen for the next half. Oh, how's your heart? My heart's a little... I need to sit.
It's not going to be close.
He was at the game yesterday.
What game?
AFL Grand
Was
Final.
he? Scotty Pippen?
Yeah, there was like 6 or 7 NBA players there.
Did they know what was happening?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they would have.
But Mason Cox plays. Yeah. Mason Cox is
cross-country basketball. They would have had some sort of idea.
Mason Cox is an ex-American. He played college ball. He yeah, he's a big American dude. Plays for Collingwood. Wears weird sunglasses. He's had his eye poked a couple of times, and he's had an operation.
Okay. Oh, so he wears it during the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like he's like a really big, imposing looking mofo. Say that right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and he wears these glasses on the field because he had his cornea
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
had his
right.
cornea reattached to it.
Jeez.
So he has to wear these like light sunglass things. But he played college ball with my favourite player from the Celtics, Marcus Smart. Ex-Celtic. I'm so upset.
Ex-Celtic.
Traded him in the off-season. Been there for like 9.
Right.
You know, like commodities, some of these players.
You and Michelle used to be on the same page all the time, Heel Fries, and then something happened. I really don't know what happened.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Fries just
Heel
decided
Fries
to hate
just-
me.
Yeah, Heel Fries just somewhere
Got
along...
out of bed on the wrong side that day.
somewhere during the season, Heel Fries just completely turned on Michelle.
We've
But, because we've talked about
Buffett.
it. We've talked... Yeah, we have. But it's half time, so who cares? We've talked about it on the streams before of, like, back in the early days, Heel Fries was very anti-Dan, very pro-Michelle, and then somewhere along the line it was just like, oh, she's here again? What even started that?
Who
Michelle
hated it?
dyed her hair and he hated
Dying
it.
again tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. I am dying it again tomorrow. I'm in Sydney in 2 weeks. Heel Fries, want to meet up?
Hey. Hey.
Right there, breaking the joint. Laura, you're so cute. I am. I'm down there for a music conference all week. Back on hallowed turf. It's not Suncorp. I don't know how to fast forward it on the Channel 9 app to see if we are up to date. But it buffered for quite a while there, so I don't think we are. So everyone come and meet up. I'll be at the Agincourt Hotel on the 2nd. How are you going? You need come into the mic. Might steal your seat.
Yeah, we're in with a chance.
Daddy Cash is
I
in
still
the
think
building.
the forwards
UFC.
will win the
Actual
game.
Daddy Cash.
No, I'm daddy.
Oh well, Granddaddy Cash.
Yes, I still reckon.
No, you're right.
It's the forwards that will win the game, and I think the arm wrestle there in that first half, in theory, should take a bit out of the Broncos.
It might be the referee that wins the game if that try awarding was anything to go
Oh
by.
God!
No, I think he got that down. I think.
Nah, well, he got it down. It was just short of the line, is all.
No,
That was the problem.
I think it was there, but anyway, that's irrelevant. I think I think that'll be a wake up call for them.
My mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you're right. Go.
I'm not
No,
sure.
that's all
I'm
right.
not sure of the stats, but I believe they've only lost once or twice when they've been leading at half time. Penrith. But stats are there. To
Oh yeah,
be
I think they've-
altered, aren't they?
there's absolutely nothing that's happened in that first 40 to suggest that they don't have this game in control. They just need a little bit of distance because you've got to create a little bit of distance so that you those 50. Whoa, there were cracks out the wazoo there. Oh my God,
Freezing. Yes, that was my knees.
that sounded like Michelle just like literally broke in half when she sat down over there. Yeah, look, alarming from a Panthers perspective that they had so much control of territory and the error rate of the Broncos, and it's only 2 points at half time. But at the same time, it's like that's a huge call in a grand final to just award that try without even looking at it.
Of course they're gonna look at it.
They didn't look at
They
it.
did look at it.
If they looked at it.
looked at it.
If they looked at it, there would have been time off, and we'll look at it. We'll look at it from every angle. Spoken like a true Broncos supporter. Let's.
Oh, whatever.
Funnily enough, she was complaining about the AFL the other day about a clear call.
It was
Oh,
a
I'd hate to win a
You
game
agree
based.
with me.
I would hate to win a
Dad
game.
agrees with me. Right.
I would hate to win a game based off a contentious call like that. She says in the
I
AFL
still
yesterday.
wouldn't too.
But very happy for that try to just be awarded without even
We're
being
not
looked at.
winning. So
That is so clearly short.
yeah, you can see
That
the
is
ball's on
so
the line.
clearly short. That
Ball's
is
on the
so
line.
clearly short right there.
Fine.
That is so clearly short. Reece Walsh has been kept very quiet. I can't believe there's even a headline that says Adam Reynolds injury. He's not injured. He's not injured. He's still playing. He's not injured. What is the face on his thigh? Do we know? Bob Marley, maybe. He's got some random stuff there.
Jordan.
Who does? Who?
Collingwood.
Ah, that's why I
It
have no idea.
It doesn't help that.
Speaking of people who look like criminals, Jonathan Thurston's on the screen.
It doesn't help that. You.
Anyways, sorry, we disrupted you. Yeah.
I've finished.
Oh. Yeah, I think for the Panthers,
It is Bob Marley.
It is Bob Marley. There you go. Adam Reynolds has got Bob Marley tattooed on his legs. Oh, really? Jeez.
I think Penrith are playing their sort of game. They're still pinning Broncos down.
Oh, yeah, the Broncos
their,
have been completely
20.
dominated.
And I don't, too many times they've kept the team scoreless.
Yeah.
I still think that will get them their minds back on the job.
And, yeah, I mean, oh, it is Scotty Pippen. I didn't even recognise him.
Oh, you should see Luke Longley. Would not recognise Luke Longley.
Does he have even more impressive dreads than that?
No, he has, oh, wow.
Reason they've got a basketball.
He's over here in Australia and at the game, I suppose.
Interested in what he's got to say?
Probably not.
The NBL season days ago.
That doesn't answer the question. Are we interested in what he's got to say? Was the question.
Yes.
What can he possibly have to say about the NRL Grand Final?
Always.
Somebody likes him.
Oh, Scotty Pippen, like, there he is back in the day. Didn't have the dreadlocks. Yeah, I was watching basketball back in these days. Michael Jordan and Luke Longley and Dennis Rodman. Well, I remember what he looked like back then. I couldn't tell you what he looked like anymore. I remember Luke Longley from the Chicago Bulls days for sure, though. Holy hell! No!
Yes.
He is a gigantic librarian.
Yes.
Wow!
He looks like a professor of English.
He is he looks like just like a giant Mr. Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Dan Michelle can stay in the corner and Intoxidate can stay on the mic. Oh, he's turned on you again. He's turned heel fries.
Oh, thanks, heel fries. You're starting to worry me. Yes, Luke. Have a look. Google Luke.
What the hell is this?
Oh,
what is this? What is this halftime entertainment?
I don't.
That's worse than the Triffid at Origin time.
What?
Remember Origin at Triffid?
Yeah, I don't want it.
I mean, hang on, the other time.
But
But
yes, heel fries.
but
up
Michelle
the
up the Bronx.
Yeah,
Oh, well, if they get more
James-
calls like that, they might actually win.
Jason James up Luke at AFL Grand Final. Have a bloody look at him. Yeah, he does. He looks like Ryan Giles.
Yes. That is amazing.
Ugh. Oh. See, before I'm back playing basketball on Wednesday, if my knees keep cracking like that, I'll last 30
Oh,
minutes.
that was insanity. I have never heard anything like that. It
My
was
knees
like
do
a
that all the time.
it was like a thunderclap from outside. It's like
My knees do that all the time.
Michelle sitting down was just like
It's because I've got to work the muscle up the side of my leg here so that my knee cap sits in the middle and doesn't smack on the side of it. That's what my physio said.
Oh wow, that was so crazy. Oh, the Penrith try was fantastic. Heel fries. Stupidity from the Broncos. Absolute pure stupidity from the Broncos led to the try. Oh, what am I even doing? That's not even the thing. All right. John Lebold says Brisbane are still. Oh, absolutely. John, that was a huge moment in the game. That try on the stroke of half time is what they say are the championship moments. We talk about it all the time in the rugby streams with the All Blacks because the All Blacks, they score tries right before halftime and then immediately after halftime. We talk about it in those streams all the time about those being the championship moments. Points before halftime was so critical, so crucial to the Broncos' chances. If they went in 8-0, completely different ball game. They've gone into the sheds with belief. 8 points to 6. They are in striking distance. They are a chance. They have had a terrible first half. The Broncos have been terrible this first half, and they are in striking distance. Now, whether the Panthers go up a gear or two after half time, who knows? They've been a little bit off kilter tonight. Time will tell. Can the Panthers lift? But the Broncos have done everything that they needed to do in that first half. Everything. Well, they need to. They need to. I mean, that was a very contentious try, but you've got to have those moments. We talked about it in the pregame. They've got to get those 50-50 calls go their way. And they got one. Can they get more? The Broncos have absolutely been terrible. What game have you been watching, Drew? They completed at like 50%. Is he even watching the same game as us?
Where's the other camera?
They haven't been terrible, he said. I mean, surely even you can't agree.
Look,
surely you've got to disagree with that.
They haven't been great.
They've completed at like 50%.
They haven't been great in the offense, but the defense, they have kept Penrith out. And even you've agreed on that one.
Well, that's because Penrith have been messing up.
Penrith have gotten Penrith have had a gift try.
Penrith have messed up.
Off of a ballsed up short dropout.
It was so bad.
It was so bad. If that hasn't been if he hadn't balls it up, if Adam Reynolds had kicked it normally,
to be fair,
would it be 8-6 right now?
Well, to be fair, Broncos have been given a gift try too because that needed to be looked at a lot more. That was
gift tries.
That was short of the line. That was pretty clearly short of the line.
Heel fries, you're very upset about Penrith tonight.
Yeah, because Penrith Parramatta rivalry.
Bring on My Kitchen Rules. Do you watch My Kitchen Rules?
Yeah, fuck.
It makes me so hungry. No!
Oh. We were doing so well, and it wasn't even you.
I was doing so well because you never swear.
We were doing so well, and it wasn't even you. Unbelievable.
Well then, how did we get through an entire 40 minutes and a half time and I mentioned my kitchen rules, and as soon as the food comes out, well, it's kickoff, lads. We're, yeah. I've got
Broncos with first use of the ball.
That's terrible.
What? Oh, yeah, I can't.
But in all fairness, my kitchen rules is that good. So
This is a big charge upfield from Flegler. See, the Broncos, that try before half-time. That is a momentum swing. Oh, we better switch that. We better switch the old Panther camera off. Moment.
It's basically pointed
It was
right
just
in my
you.
midsection.
It was your phone, actually. It was actually your phone.
Oh God! Don't read what I'm writing.
It was
I'm
actually-
talking about y'all.
Oh, he's even turned the fat jokes around on me tonight, heel fries.
Stop it. Heel fries.
The
That's horrible.
The fat jokes are aimed at me now.
Maggie beer.
He is completely flipped tonight, heel fries. Heel fries has gone true heel. Heel fries has joined the Judgment Day. He's gone full heel.
Look, you just shouldn't make fat jokes about anyone. Thank you very much.
It's all right.
because,
It's all right, heel fries. You can make fat jokes about me. I know
What
that
if
I'm.
they've got a medical condition that can't help that they're fat?
It's all right, heel fries. I'm fat because I love food, and I do not make any apologies for eating it. So
Reece Walsh is hurt. What? Huh? What?
it's all good.
Where is
It's
he
all
hurt?
good, mate.
Where's he hurt?
It is absolutely no problem. Every stream, anyone can say whatever they want about me. It's all good. Panthers with the ball. On tackle 4, Cleary puts it high.
Reece Walsh isn't hurt.
Oh, he's hurt now!
He might be
well.
hurt now.
69er Jones.
Jordan, are you in the future? Because what the hell?
No, we're on the app. So
Oh, so he
Yeah.
is in the future.
it's a bit ahead. Anyone watching this on regular TV will be ahead of us.
Well, shit. Oh,
It's all right. I've already
ship.
ruined
ship.
it. He's all right. What are you talking about? He's hurt. He's fine. He's just a bit winded. Look at that. He was just trying to Milky Magoo a penalty, is all.
It's alright, my back hurts after watching that, so I think I absorbed the impact.
He was only trying to win a penalty. That's fine.
Goodness.
I'm surprised he
me.
didn't. I'm surprised he didn't have a cheeky spew just to try and add to it.
Oh.
But at the moment, second half has started very much the same as the first. Panthers keeping the Broncos pinned down here. That was a huge try right before halftime, though.
I know.
Massive. Fifth and last now, inside the 40. The angle is good, but Edwards, Dylan Edwards, perfectly placed as always, bringing the ball back for the Panthers. Heel Fry says, every time you old hags swear, you will be dealing with an insult from yours truly. I mean, that would be... I don't know. I admire your insults, Heel Fries. That's not really incentive to stop for me.
Huh? What?
I'm just saying that's not really
Could
incentive.
be an old hag.
He called us old hags. Cleary kicks on tackle 4 in behind the line. Nobody back. It's going to dribble over the dead ball line. That's massive.
An old hag.
That is massive right there.
Too much on it from the chin.
Oh yeah, we keep hearing Billy Slater randomly.
Like
It's
literally,
terrible.
I can't
It's
hear
terrible.
any other commentator, but then all of a sudden Slater pops up.
It is terrible.
Oh, thanks, Heel Fries. So glad you feel that way. I'm so hurt. Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Ezra Mam steps
Go!
through.
Go,
Ezra
Ezra!
Mam into space.
Come on!
Edwards
Go!
chasing him
Put
down.
it down!
He's got the
Yes!
and he will score in the corner, and that is my left ear gone for good. That is my left ear gone forever.
Sorry.
Ezra Mam to the corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got earplugs in my bag. Do you want one?
Too late.
Well, you heard that.
I did very well heard that. I very well heard that.
He had to. He had no choice. Put down, and that was it.
Well, that gift try given to them in the first half is a bit unnecessary now. They actually scored that one. Can't take that one off them. That was just Ezra Mam, individual genius. Some Ezra Mam, individual genius right there to put the Broncos ahead by 2. Missed conversion incoming. The kick is very much needed, Drew Peebles. This is a huge kick. Reynolds from the sideline. He missed one in the grand final the other year. He's kicked
Straight
this
over
one.
Black Dot.
He put that one
Straight down
over.
the middle. No, half a point there.
He missed that one for Souths. A very crucial kick. He missed for South Sydney. He's kicked it for the Broncos. I don't know, Vopsy. Yeah, bit of yeah, a little bit of got to call that into question, don't we?
What?
Your AFL commentary the other day.
I don't want to win off of a gift try, and it wasn't a gift try.
Flagless was an absolute gift try.
Whatever.
Absolute gift try.
Wasn't a gift try.
Absolute gift try.
Wasn't a gift try.
It needed to be looked at.
Try.
It needed to be looked
They
at.
did look
It
at
wasn't looked at.
The bunker looked at it.
Okay.
They look at everything.
You
Just
understand
because we don't see the bunker look at it doesn't mean the bunker doesn't look at it.
You understand if the bunker looks at it, they call time off and the bunker looks at it.
It looks at it. That's why it came up with try confirmed in the corner. Bunker didn't look at it. It wouldn't have had that try confirmed in the corner. Means.
Oh, it wasn't a double movement, Vossi. It was just short by
It
about
wasn't short.
10 centimeters. It was very, very short.
Oh, whatever. Get over it. Tails up. Let's go. Broncos. Footy country.
On the back of a
In Sydney.
contentious try before half time, the Broncos have lifted.
Uh-huh.
They needed something like that, though. They did need something like that to win. The irony is it probably still won't be enough. It has changed the perspective of this game, though.
Yes,
Definitely has.
The last 3 tries, the only 3 tries the entire game.
There's only been 3 tries.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's what Channel 9's like, the last 3 tries. It's like,
Oh, okay.
there's literally been 3 tries. The
Yeah.
whole game.
Yeah.
What a beat up.
Well, Channel 9 are very special. Fifth and last here for the Panthers. Cleary puts it high. Cobbo takes it. Cobbo takes it well. And he gets up and makes more meters. And there's a penalty to the Broncos. Oh, of course there is. Oh, Adam G's put his Sutton jersey on. Suddenly.
Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty?
Adam G's had a phone call from Sutton at halftime. Penalty Broncos. T-shirt available at poptoyourdrop.com.au.
Oh my god. Why did I come over?
John LeBold says, don't bet they have a sniff.
Oh.
Panthers are realizing they are against a determined Broncos.
They are determined.
And a Gerard Sutton shape-shifting into an Adam G jersey.
Oh, you're a shocker. Call it unbiased. Otherwise, I'll send you to SEN.
Call it unbiased. You know,
Or
the
I'll
Lions.
send you to SEN.
You understand the Lions lost yesterday?
Yes, I don't care.
Big time.
I'm a Cats fan. I don't give a shit.
Oh, short pass here. Walsh numbered up out. Was not a penalty here for us. Flagler moving forward. Gets the offload away.
Thank you, guys.
Reynolds is... Oh, dummies inside to Walsh. Oh, it was on. If he
I
passes
thought
it, it's on.
Then, but it was someone's sock.
Reynolds tries to milk a 6 again. Nothing doing. Oh, it was on out wide. He needed to pass it.
Nice tackle.
It was a huge tackle from Stephen Crichton.
Good tackle.
The try was on unmarked. Out wide was Selwyn Cobbo.
Yeah.
That was a try.
The try-saving
That
tackle.
was probably the match winner.
Crichton.
It was probably a match-winning tackle.
Oh.
Selwyn Cobbo was untouched in the corner.
Well, it's only a match-winning tackle if they get 4 points. Oh.
That would have been the game there. Broncos up 16, potentially 18-8 on the back of horrible statistics.
You sound like the worst Broncos fan ever. Just call the game.
I'm calling the game.
Call the game harder.
That would have been game over had the Broncos
I
scored.
don't know if that makes sense.
Not
but
even
call the game harder.
Not even the Panthers in all their glory are coming back from that.
Heel fries. I was telling
Oh my God.
I was telling Dan before the game, the AFL all season, the SEN.
That was massive.
SEN, the media, whatever, I think is part of.
Yeah,
it's probably part of Fox.
They're a
9,
radio
whatever.
thing, but they've also on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So SEN have had all season biased commentary where you could basically team into your team and listen to biased commentary for every game all season. It's absolutely hilarious because one of the guys that does it is on the front bar with Mick Malloy and Sam Pang. He's Andy Marr. He's a Carlton supporter. And yeah, he's just like, it's hilarious. It's like watching me in a commentary box minus the swearing and knowing what I'm actually talking about. So...
Oh, fifth and last, Reynolds kick. Edwards perfectly placed again. Payne in the half, drives in backwards.
Still in Edwards very
Oh.
quiet. Has he been injured? No.
No, I don't think he's injured.
I think he's just not in the
No, he's
plays.
been very solid. He's been
up in people's
extremely
faces.
solid.
He's
Edwards
just,
has
you
had
know,
Edwards has had probably one of the more standout performances Panthers players. I wouldn't have said he's been quiet at all.
He get the player of the match last year.
Hmm.
Sure you been boy by then. Why you want?
Up towards halfway now on the fifth and last. Cleary with the kick. On the full. Who's that? Staggs or Farnworth? I don't know. They look the same.
Wait,
Oh, Luai's off. Jerome Luai's off.
good. Guys, are you in the future? Because if you are, shush.
Jerome Luai's off.
If you guys are in the future, shut up. We're not there yet.
Curtis Capewell
Stop it.
through.
Stop
Curtis
it.
Capewell still going.
Oh.
And he's taken down Kurt Capewell.
Everybody's in the chat. They're like, Broncos, and yeah. And I'm like, are you guys? Because
Oh, they're a little bit ahead, yeah.
this is on the internet, so it's
Yeah.
behind actual Channel 9.
Oh, Ezra Mam again.
Shut up.
Ezra Mam.
They are ahead. Oh my god.
Ezra Mam has cut through again.
Alright, y'all in the chat, if you're ahead, and you are, shh, and give us at least 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're trying to call this.
Oh my god. Who gets a double in the grand final? Ezra Mam! Take a bow, son! Oh!
On the back of the easiest draw in NRL history, they've come to the grand final. Fresh as daisies.
Oh, goodness.
Who missed that tackle? Oh, it was Cleary. Missed that tackle.
Ugh. Alright, I shouldn't make shin jokes about Cleary, because I like him, mostly.
When he plays for the Blues.
Yeah. And when the Panthers aren't playing, Broncos. Ezra, ma'am.
$16 points to 8. 53 minutes gone. That try before halftime was massive.
Oh, get over it.
It was massive for the momentum of the game.
It was half time. They had a break. They had some pickle juice. Came out. Adam Reynolds had a shot in his hip. They're all good.
Speaking of Adam Reynolds' conversion, right down the middle.
Oh,
No, it's not.
Right down
but he
the
got
middle,
it.
But he got it. He got it.
He converts it. Panthers' defense has been terrible tonight, hasn't it, James? Disastrous.
Terrible, ain't it? Wait.
Yeah, thank you, Shack of Hearts. I happen to have a co-host that doesn't understand the concept of momentum in games. I even said as much. But yeah, apparently that's still not good enough. Apparently I'm still biased against the Broncos. Such is the arrogance of Broncos supporters.
Oh, God. Spare me. Have I been arrogant to you all year?
Constantly.
Whatever. You full of shit. Stuff and nonsense. That's what you're full of. Full of MKR.
My Chemical Romance.
That's MCR.
Reece Walsh goes through. He's got support from Ezra Mam.
Go for the triple! Yeah, baby! Woo!
Another missed tackle.
Holy shit!
And through they go for another try.
Ezra Mam! What did I just say about his double? Now he's got a triple! Who tipped that?
Ezra Mam, the 5/8 of the year.
I need an Ezra Mam face!
Ezra Mam, the 5/8 of the year.
Where's my Mam face? Oh. Look, I expected a close one. I didn't expect this. Oh. That wasn't really a don't argue. Didn't fall over. It was just my hair's better than yours. Yeah. Oh. How's the triple for Ezra Mam?
They didn't need that gift try before half time after all, apparently.
Shut up, Slater.
Oh, Billy Slater loves him some Reese. Billy Slater loves him some Reese Walsh. That's all good. Doesn't matter anymore. Won't be doing.
Still make it matter.
Won't be doing NRL next season anyway.
Lies. You know you will.
Nah. Rugby union gets way more viewers, so.
You're gonna do union.
Of course I will. That's all I'll be doing.
Ugh. Very quiet here now. Come on, lads.
The whole beauty of getting back into the NRL was because the Broncos have just disappeared.
This is why I can't wear white.
The whole beauty of the NRL for me has been because the Broncos have disappeared for a decade.
Jack of Hearts has joined the party.
It'll be all rugby union next year.
Dan, I believe for the last 3 weeks you've been saying that it's going to be a record score to the Panthers.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that they were going to get given a gift before
Oh,
halftime.
God! Get over the gift! Even your dad said it was a try.
Maybe next year they won't have 62 home games at Suncorp.
Oh, God. Go home. Fuck yeah. I'm taking pizza with me.
No! Not allowed.
Yes!
Not allowed.
And
Not
that other
a-
bottle. Where's that bottle of champagne you started celebrating with?
Isaiah Yo's in trouble. Hey,
Ooh.
Isaiah Yo in trouble in back play.
And the boys, who's helping him? Who's helping him?
The Panthers trainer.
No. That would be Adam Reynolds and Haas.
Oh, well, who's 16? 16 should be sent off.
I don't think
Hetherington.
I don't think he should be sent off. I just
Hetherington
don't
needs to
think
be
that's...
sent off right now.
Oh, I just don't think that was a I don't think he needs to be sent off. I just don't think that was a well executed tackle.
Hetherington with a shoulder to the face should be sent off.
Okay, seriously, you can't be that biased. Like seriously.
Well, you were yesterday thinking that the Lions
No,
were
I wasn't
deserving
because
of...
I didn't care who won yesterday. I really didn't.
It seemed like you did.
No, I just literally my status was about the people that were giving the Lions. They were making calls about the fact that it was after the first quarter.
You made a comment to our friend Ian, Melbourne Storm supporter, like, I would hate to be someone whose team won off a contentious call.
That's Ian.
Let alone your team won off a contentious call.
And his team wins off contentious calls.
Oh, penalty Broncos! Penalty Broncos!
His team wins off contentious calls.
Penalty Broncos!
But
penalty Broncos. Breaking news.
Ooh,
penalty Broncos.
Jarome Luai is out.
Breaking news. Penalty Broncos.
Shut up. Breaking news.
Penalty Broncos.
Jarome Luai is out. No, I don't care. You can snort it through your nose.
You can. Oh, that was my elbow, by the way. Oh, yeah, that was my elbow. Your knees, my elbow. Your knees, my elbow. All night long. You sit down. I push your hand away. Yeah, we're old. We're old. What can we say?
Your dad doesn't make this much noise when he moves.
He's experienced enough to know not to move. That's
Maybe
the thing.
That's our problem.
That's
we
the
move
thing.
too much.
He's got all the experience to know
You know,
not
when he
to
said
move.
to Mary Lou before the game, he wants to come down and watch me play basketball to see how I go with the ref.
I like that. I like that.
Holding you to that. Grand
I
final.
like that.
Basketball grand final.
I like that.
Never been thrown out of a stadium. Never.
Just a stadium.
Well, that's all they can throw you out of. They can't throw you out of anything else. I can't think where I was going before when I covered your mouth. I had something to say that was slightly
Just
important.
a stadium.
Oh, Broncos are in again, almost.
That
Casey
is-
Walsh, he's trying. Kane Haas, he's got the offload. Someone with hair's got it. Oh, and he's thrown it past somebody. And so, no, Jarome Luai. That's what I was going to say. Jarome Luai, we got interrupted. Jarome Luai
Oh yeah,
is
he's
on the
gone. He's
bench,
off injured.
shoulder
Yeah.
injury. I was
Yeah.
actually thinking earlier today.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's going to go with that injury. Is it 100% or is he good?
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Apparently not 100%.
Apparently
so,
not.
Silly to risk it or risk it all for a grand final glory.
Yeah. Apparently not.
So there's your question. But yeah.
What was the question?
I don't know. He does that all the time because he can't hear me properly. I speak too fast. Too high pitch.
Ah.
Ugh. Oh, the kick. Honestly, though, they haven't stuffed up one of those yet. Good.
No, they've collected the high balls very well all night.
They've definitely been
Yeah.
under those high balls
Yes.
all night.
Hmm.
The Luai's out. Who's replaced Luai?
I would love to see how the Broncos do in a season without 72 home games.
I would love to see who's replaced Luai. Ugh.
It's
Come on,
hard.
commentate.
It's hard to get excited, Vopsy, when your team's been gifted a premiership.
Oh, God. Have the Broncos been gifted a premiership?
Absolutely. 90% home. 90% home games all season long. The easiest draw, even easier than the Cowboys. Yeah, when the Panthers, I nearly said Cowboys. No, they weren't on strength, but they were backing up from World Cup.
You said they were under strength. You've said to me they were
No,
under strength.
I did not
I
say.
have in writing that you've said
No,
to
you
me.
do not have in
I
writing
do.
that they said we're on strength. I said they were backing up from the World Cup and the World Club Challenge. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, do it, because they were backing up from the World Cup and the World Club Challenge. They had, understandably, the biggest representation in those games. I mean, Broncos had Broncos had nobody in the World Club Challenge. The biggest goal of the game was that try before halftime that was short. Oh, it was so short. It was so short of the line. Oh, it was so short of the line. It was so short of the line that the distance was between Sydney and Suncorp. Sydney to Suncorp.
I've already been through this. I've already counted. The Broncos had 12 games at Suncorp this year.
Yes. Where were the rest of their games?
Not at Suncorp.
In Queensland. Of course it matters.
Queensland isn't Suncorp.
Queensland's a home.
They're
Queensland's
not
a
having
home
all
game.
of their games at Suncorp.
I never
it's not a factual statement.
I never
you stand
said
there and say
no.
all their games are at home at Suncorp.
I never said the games were at Suncorp. I said the games were in
home.
Queensland.
Breaking
home
news.
in Queensland.
Scott Sorensen.
Home in Queensland.
HIA, which we kind of. Oh no, that was the other guy. That was
all their games.
Yeah.
All their games home in Queensland.
Look, if that was forward. If the
Rabbitohs
want to have a home game at the Sunshine Coast.
That was forward.
If the Rabbitohs want to have a home game at the Sunshine Coast.
That was forward.
Can you answer me?
That was forward.
That's not the Broncos' decision.
That was forward. Yeah. Reece Walsh against the Warriors the other week.
That's
that
not
cost
the Broncos'
them the game.
decision.
That cost them the
game.
game.
Can you answer me? If
cost the Warriors the game.
Want to have
clear forward pass.
A home game at the Sunshine Coast. That's not the Broncos' decision.
All right. What about all the games at Gabba?
Were the games that were supposed to be at Suncorp?
Okay, so more home games for the Broncos this season.
Because they weren't at Suncorp.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
If it was at the Gabba, it was supposed to be at Suncorp. So that's all it is. It's just swapping one stadium out the other. Yeah. So they probably
it was meant to be at Suncorp.
They probably had less games that they were supposed to do at Suncorp. If it was a Gabba game, it was a home game. Therefore, it was supposed to be held at Suncorp, but it was moved down the road.
Yes, I do know she just lost herself.
Oh my god, you lost yourself. You're on crack. You're on crack.
There is something in that fucking Bronco. There's something in those Broncos goggles.
Oh my god. Get over yourself. Like, seriously. If the Broncos, if their home game was supposed to be at Suncorp Stadium, but it got moved to the Gabba.
To Queensland. Wow. Big move.
It's still a home game because it's always going to be.
Of course, it's still a home game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not an extra home game. It was already at Suncorp. It's not an extra one.
So what's the argument? They had like 90% of them there.
No, because the argument is that the game.
You're hearing this, right? You're all hearing this.
If the game was
You're all hearing this in the
Sydney
chat.
Football Stadium and it got moved to the Gabba, then that's a big
they had
move.
90% of
That's
their
a big
games
move, but
at home.
that's not the thing. The game wasn't a home game at Sydney Football Stadium. It was a home game at Suncorp, but got moved down the road to the Gabba.
So they had almost 100% of the games were at home.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, heaven forbid I actually make sense. Heaven forbid I make sense.
My double header argument the other day, and I made perfect sense.
Clary from inside the 40, hooking into the 20, 40, 20.
The most courageous play of the night. Thank you, Joey Johns. That makes sense. Good kick.
It was a great kick in Sydney.
Panthers come back, Bobsy, then, I'm going to feel like arse, understandably. But, doesn't negate the fact that if it was a home game at Suncorp and it got moved down the road to the Gabba, it's still a home game. It doesn't change the stats. It was always a home game at Suncorp. It's not an extra one.
Which the Broncos had 90%. It's not an extra one.
Of. It's still the same game. It's not an extra. Oh, we'll add it as Suncorp plus the Gabba.
They've played 3 games in Sydney this season. This is the 4th.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Benny Elias said it, not me.
Benny Elias can't count past 5 on his fit fucking hand. And you're gonna believe Benny Elias?
He was allowed on TV to say that.
Benny Elias is allowed on TV to say a lot of things. Oh, God.
So you don't think it's true?
I'm not... What I'm saying to you is that if they had a home game scheduled for Suncorp and it got moved to the Gabba, it doesn't mean +1. It just means 1.
But see, that's the point that you're missing. It's their away games that got moved.
But it wasn't an away game. It was a home game. It was a home game at Suncorp that got moved to the Gabba.
Okay, yeah, she's clearly not listening. Yeah, she's clearly not listening. No, it was their away games that got moved to the Gabba.
No home games got moved to... No.
Okay, she clearly has not been paying attention this season. Knock on by the Broncos. Carrigan loses it. Totally accidental something. Accidental something. I don't know. Accidental something.
Games off of some stadium in the Gabba so far. 10 that I'm up to so far. Yes. 10 games this season away from Suncorp Stadium and the Gabba. Give me your shit, Dan. I can count higher than Benny Elias, that's for sure. My God. Literally there on the app. Why would you argue something in black and white? Oh, anyway. Panthers got the ball and they're attacking, and we lost a fair amount of commentary there because Dan's cracked it about a gift try, but it's 24-14 and the Panthers look like they've gone over. Stephen Crichton has gone over. And yes, we are on the app, therefore we are maybe 90 seconds to 2 minutes behind live TV on Channel 9. So calm your farm if you're in the chat room. And you're already seeing this. But yes, Stephen Crichton has gone over. So now it's...
Stop spoiling things in the chat room.
10 games.
Well, there's the shape out.
10 games outside of Suncorp Stadium in the Gabba this year. That's half a season. Easily.
No.
Do you want to see the app? Do you want me to bring it up for you?
Oh, 27 rounds and you're saying 10 is half. Can you count or not?
I'm higher than Benny Elias and he's 4.
Clearly not.
27 rounds?
Well, yeah, clue.
20.
That is better than Benny Elias, I do admit, but still wrong. That's
25
still
rounds,
wrong.
Maybe, because
That's
where'd you pull 27 from?
That's
Like...
because that's how many rounds there are. God damn it! That's how many rounds there are.
Rounds are there?
27.
He's just like, why do I come here? Why do I come here?
I just put him in such an awkward position.
Do I take my son's side, or do I take the really big bitch's side?
14 of 24 at
The most important story tonight is a try has been scored. So 14 to 24. So 14 to 24 is a lot. 14 to 24 is a goddamn lot. At the end of the day.
Shut up over there.
14 to 24 is a goddamn lot. But Stephen Crichton has scored a try. It's 24-20. 11 minutes to go. It's game on here in the grand final.
Now I'm mad.
Game on in the grand final still. And the difference between the two teams is that
Suncorp Stadium, apparently.
Is that bullshit try before half time to Flegler. It should never have been awarded.
Oh, see, now we're back to that. Oh, get
high
up, Liam
shot.
Martin.
A high shot on Liam Martin. Yeah, let him know about it.
Shut up,
let
baby
him
gal.
know about it. Yeah, let him know about it.
Enough about you, baby gal.
That's a high shot and a
That's
half
not a
right
high
there.
shot.
Look at that, right up around the chin.
Oh.
Oh, that's huge. He should be off. He should be off. That should be a send-off. Oh, play on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Advantage Broncos. Hey, Paul, very lucky there, Shack of Arts indeed. K-Ball's just got away with murder there.
Oh.
A good thing it's not rugby union, because it'd have been off. It'd have been off.
Another high ball take.
Broncos with the ball. 10 minutes to go. Oh, that's so long. So long to go.
This game is taking forever and I love it.
So long to go.
Reece Walsh,
Reece
come on.
Walsh.
Little,
Stepping,
the pretty little
weaving,
step.
stepping,
He's-
weaving.
what am I
He's got
going-
space.
Go!
Reece
Come
Walsh has
on!
got space.
Come on!
And he's taken down in great defense. Front football, though, for the Broncos. Another try would seal it. Man, out to Curtis
All you people
Capewell.
in the future, shush.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking. I'm resisting the urge to look. Flegler takes it on the fifth and last. 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in this game. Short pass. That's the fifth and last. They don't even put a kick in the Broncos.
Did you know that was the fifth tackle?
I think they did. They're just trying to defend. They're not giving anything away. They're saying they are actually throwing the gauntlet down and saying, Panthers, you run at us.
Opposed to
That's what they're actually doing.
at the 20-minute mark when you said the Panthers were saying that about the Broncos.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. That's
It's
what
the
I'm
sa-
saying.
It's the exact same deal.
Oh, I'm
Throwing the gauntlet down. Throw the gauntlet down. Say, you run at us. We're up for it. Oh, Cleary, dummies, goes on his own. The Panthers bench ready to unload. Oh, Cleary in midfield looking for support. Gets it from Crichton. Crichton puts the kick in over the top. Reece Walsh is back. Reece Walsh is taken in goal. And this will be a goal line dropout. No way has this been called a non-goal line dropout for the Broncos. No way. Oh, Adam G has got his best Broncos jersey on tonight. Another 50-50 call has gone the way of the Broncos. That is clearly a goal line dropout. The Broncos are getting the 50-50s tonight.
Good.
This is clearly a goal line dropout.
How is it a goal line dropout?
Because he's over the goal line.
Yeah, on the second go, he was over the goal line. The first
He wasn't
one,
held
wasn't
the first
before.
time.
Yeah, the first time he was held because he's standing there holding his neck. Alfie, have another drink. Look at that hair.
Surely
And
not.
then
This should be a goal line
blowing
dropout.
in.
It should be a goal line dropout is what it should be. This should be a goal line dropout is what it should be. And it is. Common sense has prevailed.
Oh, well, can you take it all back then and stop being such a bitch?
No, he wasn't held. No
Thank
short
God
dropout.
he didn't go for the short dropout. Was that out on the full?
Yes, it was. And this is coming all the way back for a penalty. Penalty in front of the posts. Take the 2. Shut up, Reynolds.
Have a look at it. He's challenging
Shut up,
it.
Reynolds.
He's challenging it. 8 minutes ago, I challenge it.
Yeah, may as well. May as well challenge it.
Is he on the field or is he foot in, foot out?
Was foot in, foot out. You may as well challenge it at this point in time. His foot is clearly over the sideline, and that is a penalty in front of the posts for the Panthers. Broncos have just wasted a challenge, but fair enough. I would have done that too.
It's 8 minutes to go. Are you going to get another challenge? You got to roll that dice.
Probably not. I would have done that too. Here we go. 10 out from the line. Panthers. Fisher Harris. Charging forward. 5 out from the line. Panthers ball. Yo. To the Yolta. Taken down. No yardage made. Oh, they're racing up on Cleary. Taruva's got it, but they've lost a lot of yardage on tackle 3.
And just time there's breathe.
A lot of yardage lost. 4 points the difference here.
I mean,
It's all good.
so good. So you stopped it. It wasn't me.
I was the one that did it. Cleary to Hoskins, I think it is. I don't know who that is.
Baby.
I actually
No,
have
that's not
really
Baby
have
Gal.
I actually have really no idea who that is. Now,
Oh!
Panthers have got space. Crichton steps in field, puts the kick. It's taken by Cobbo.
Oh,
Cobbo takes it.
every
One-on-one strip.
single
No.
time.
Taken down. Oh, 0 tackle. 7 minutes to go.
I feel like we should be just like holding each other's hands right now, just going. "Ah!"
And
Get
now,
up!
and now all
Get
the injuries are
up!
coming out. All the injuries are coming out now.
Get
Katoni
up!
Staggs. Katoni Staggs. All the injuries are coming out. Adam G calls time off.
Get up!
7 minutes is way too long to be trying to play this one out.
Look, you got teabagged. Get over it and get up. Oh,
7 minutes is way too long to try and play this game
6.
out.
20 seconds.
6 and a bit. Pass with the hit up on tackle 3.
My ears gonna turn as if.
Carrigan
I keep.
with the hit up. Broncos, this is what they needed to do. Have the lead. Control. Oh, I dropped that. Control the play
one's
from
getting
the
it.
front.
6 minutes ago, no one's been. Yeah, this.
Oh, yeah, no one's turning away here. The game is in the balance.
Come on, boys. Come on. I don't know. What's the chat room saying? I don't care.
Bompsy says if I was the Broncos, I'd go for a 2-point field goal. But here go the Panthers in shape.
Good thing you know the Broncos then. Hey, Bobsy.
Yeah, it's probably not really the opportunity for that. You're not going to win in 2s. You're not going to win in 2s. Yo, to the line, out the back, Cleary. They've got shape out to the right. Edwards,
Get out
Hoskins,
there!
takes it to the line. 10 out, tackle 5. 5 minutes to go. Huge play here. To the left they go. Cleary, it's a terrible kick. It's an atrocious kick. It's been tapped backwards. Panthers have got it. Play on. Still tackle 5. Crichton's got it. Still tackle 5. Grab her in behind. And it's a result for the Panthers. It's a goal line dropout. If they had have taken the 2 earlier, this could have... If they had have taken the 2 earlier, this would have tied the game. But they didn't. If they took the 2 earlier, this was 2 points to tie the game. They have the result, though. Short dropout. Surely Reynolds does not go short now.
Don't you dare.
Surely. Ah! Dangerously close.
Dangerously close.
It was. It was closer than I would have done. I would have just pumped it I would have just pumped it straight downfield. That was closer than I would have done. 24 points to 20. 4 minutes to go. The game is on the line. The Panthers have control of the ball.
Oh, my
Edwards
heart.
bumps away
Look,
from 1, 2.
look.
Still going, Dylan Edwards. Close to the line. 5
No,
out.
I don't need this. I'm too old for
Dylan
this.
Edwards.
Come on.
Fisher Harris on the crash ball. Gets the play of the ball. Tackle 3. They're up quickly. The Broncos. The Broncos. Now, Cleary. Score! Cleary scores! Nathan Cleary scores! Nathan Cleary scores! Nathan Cleary scores for the Panthers, and that ties it up.
The Prince of Penrith.
Nathan Cleary scores. Kick to come. 24 all. 3 minutes to go. Nathan Cleary off the left foot. Bamboozles Reynolds. Oh, get out of here, Adam Reynolds. Ricky. Everyone. Nathan Cleary.
All right, Larry. It's all right. It's all right, baby. Go on over there. Go on over there.
The big players step up in the big moments. And Nathan Cleary.
Huh? Mate, you never turn off a grand final. I don't care.
You learned that lesson, didn't you? It wasn't a grand final, but we've talked about it on the Generations podcast. Oh, well, no. This is not over yet. No way. This is not over yet. There is still 2 minutes to go by the time he takes this kick.
Clock, though?
No.
Like, I thought they were in the last 5 minutes.
He's got to put it over.
I thought they were in the last 5 minutes, but stop them from wasting time. I thought that's what the whole thing's. Don't give me that shit. It's right in front. Unless he fucking falls over right now, of course it's fucking right there. And this, they finally stopped the clock. Thank you.
24 all. Kick to come from right in front. Nathan Cleary puts it over. 26-24 Panthers. All they have to do now is get through this last set of 6. Last set of short kickoff, surely. Incoming from Adam Reynolds. Short kickoff, surely. Oh, God.
I told her to make sure that the wheels made out to might kill you.
Short kickoff is surely coming up here. Two minutes left. 2 points the difference. Blockbuster contest.
Freddie. Alfie.
2 minutes to go. Here we go. This is it. The whole game hinges on this. The whole game hinges on this kickoff. It's short. It's perfectly placed. It's perfectly placed. And the Panthers have got it. Brian Tyler's got it. And that is the game. That is the game.
60 seconds to go. Calm your shit.
All they have to do is go through this set. Control the ball. Pump it downfield. A minute and a half to go. Tackle 3. Oh, there's still time left. There's still time left. Isaiah Yeo takes it to halfway on tackle 4, but there is still time on the clock. It is just not quite long enough. 5th and last. A minute to go. A minute to go. 5th and last. Cleary puts it high. How's the chase? How's the chase? Taken down by the Panthers. 1 minute. They've got 1 minute, the Broncos, to go the length of the field and steal this game. A minute to go. Carrigan. Nowhere to go, Paddy Carrigan. 40 seconds left. The Panthers defense just needs to hold firm. This one last set. Reece Walsh takes it to the line. Looks for the offload, Reece. He completely messes up. Reece Walsh has won the game for the Panthers, just like Fobsy said. Just like Fobsy said, Reece Walsh has won the game for the Penrith Panthers. Oh, Fobsy, you oracle. Penrith win 3 in a row.
Get your arm out of the way. Get your arm out of the way. How about that gift try now?
Penrith win 3 in a row.
Oh, what a comeback.
Oh, what an amazing achievement to come back completely against the dead. A gift try to the Broncos before halftime. An absolute gift. And they still couldn't win.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a hug.
Ah, Bobsy.
Now get out.
She's messing up my whole style.
Oh, stuff ya. You don't have a style.
Ah! See, Vobsy says even with the gift try, they still.
Yeah, Bobsy's just copying you. He wants to be liked.
Yeah, and Heel Fries is just copying you because he wants to be liked.
Heel Fries doesn't want to be liked.
Ah!
Uh,
Why would Walsh go for the offload?
why would we go for a, blowing a 10-point lead?
Ah! It was a great game, though. Yeah, it really was.
Oh yeah, it was a great game. Unless the
It was a
Broncos
lot
won, and then
closer.
It was all about the gift
Oh yeah,
try.
it would have been terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would have been terrible. I would not have covered the NRL next year if the Broncos won off that. I wouldn't have.
Mhm.
I absolutely wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have. Oh,
Didn't
well, I was wrong.
Good.
Well, the
I knew there'd be about 2 or 3.
the old Panther said that it would be close, and
Holy
I'm.
shit! Payne Haas is huge. How big is that guy?
Oh my god! Who was that?
He was like 4 fucking inches taller than Payne Haas.
Get him out there. Who
Yeah.
was that guy?
Who was that?
Sign him up.
Was that
Hey,
his son? My god!
is the Australian rugby watching? Sign him up for the size of that unit. Who was that?
What were we talking about before? About teams that they don't let teams do.
Who cares? I'm just so happy.
I can see it.
I mean, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I'm so
Yes,
happy.
You do. Emotionally, you do. Ezra, ma'am, get a trip.
Oh,
Be.
jeez. Well, and
I don't even know how they lost that.
clearly the player of the year.
Ego,
Honestly,
Ego lost that.
I actually like, we're talking about Sean Johnson. Ezra M, Dally M player of the year.
Ego's lost. Oh,
Dally-
Sean Johnson was Dally M of the year.
Nah.
Sean Johnson was the Dally M player. Sean Johnson was robbed.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about.
Robbed.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Ezra Mam has got to be up there.
Oh, Ezra Mam had a great season.
Surely, Ezra Mam, surely up there. I would have actually given it to him.
Freddie, you're not going to get in between. Yeah, how that sounds, but you're not getting
Bug-
in between father and son right
Bugger
now.
off, Freddie. You've had your moment.
Yeah, and you screwed the Blues, so
Yeah.
off you go.
Three-peat! He doesn't either. I just snorted. He said three-peat. Three-peat on Apple News. Oh, don't open. Yeah, don't open it. I said don't open it. Yeah, if you unlock that, there will be things that you cannot unsee.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Sorry?
What?
Oh! Are you
Are you UFC OnlyFans?
Are you UFC transformed? Is this a conspiracy of its own?
What is this?
What the hell was that?
Sorry? I'm culminated.
Wow, yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of what I'm into.
Hear that?
I think he's got a fair idea.
I reckon you-
I think he's got a fair idea.
Oh, in my
That
Broncos
doesn't help.
outfit.
That actually really doesn't
That
help
wouldn't
the
help.
situation at all. That'd be more like
See that?
no. That'd be more like no.
Turn your feet.
Cast aside who?
I would turn your-
Cleary is still a wanker. Says James. Oh Jesus! Oh, that was a real test.
Oh,
That was
shit.
honestly a real test. Like I was ready to give it all up. I really was. I mean, I had actually, and I apologize because like we have to. Oh God. I do apologize because we have to like try and be careful.
Do we?
Yeah, well, we do. We have to try and be
Okay,
careful.
where did the Broncos lose that? Tell me, because I can't remember.
Oh, well, that was
Was it?
before the game. Oh, it was noticeable when Brisbane got gifted that try before half time. That's when it was noticeable.
Yes, it was clearly noticeable because we clearly won off that. Get over it, for God's sake.
That's
Oh,
what was
Find
noticeable.
the point where we lost from 24-14 up. Find that point, please. My
Yes,
God.
Yes, please. Let's do it. Let's go
do
to the
it.
analysis.
Let's do it because it wasn't that fucking try at halftime. Ah.
Vopsy says, relax, man. Yes, he does.
I'm not reading.
24.
I was reading Shaka Park.
Oh, it was a
Yeah,
huge deficit.
24-12.
Yeah, it was 24-8. Yeah. It was even worse. I'm sorry to tell you. It was even worse. 24-8.
24-8. There you go. We lost 24-8.
Oh, wow.
That is stupid.
What?
Brisbane.
What? Wait.
So find that point. Where did we
No.
lose?
Let's hear what Adam Reynolds. Where's the mask? Where's the mask? Where's the mask?
Oh.
Where's the mask?
Your half partners, your man got a hat trick, had a couple of forwards who played a great game, but I said didn't quite get there. Yeah,
Nah.
Fantastic.
Nah. Nah.
Hi, he's massive.
Nah,
Benjamin.
nah,
Right,
nah.
still.
Especially
Ah.
the second half.
Why does he have a blue fingernail? Why does he have a white fingernail? He's got the look at their nails painted.
Good times to
The
come.
nails. And Reece Walsh.
Probably so you don't
Think
get
about that
glare in
now,
your
obviously,
eyes.
after a tough loss, but couldn't be any prouder of the
That's
boys.
what they used to say about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back next year for
Remember back in our day, I love that I'm. Hang on. Whoa, wait a minute. Let's hear this.
You can't put this on though. You're gonna get like, wait, you're gonna get.
Is that Lara Pitt? Oh, she's so sexy.
It's not Lara Pitt.
Who is it then?
The other one, Hannah.
The other one.
We knew that we just had the
Hannah.
big. We knew that it was there.
I think it's Hannah. But you can't have this on, can you?
All we need,
Copyrighted.
all we need is,
Copyrighted.
all we need is someone to pin her eyes back.
Copyright.
What has gotten in early?
All we need is someone to just pin her eyes back. Perfect for me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Go, Philippe.
Panthers won't be there next year, they reckon. Said that last year.
Yeah, they said that the year before as well.
He's our halfback and
Last year and the year before.
good to have him out there. And yeah, I don't know, I just lost the words, but yeah, everyone's seen the way they performed, how good he was, and that's just the type of player he is.
Good on him.
Some
It'll
of
either
the
be
big
clear or
moments and
quite Crichton not get the man of the match.
Oh.
I thought it would be Liam Martin, but I don't think so.
No, not Liam Martin. Yeah, not Liam
There
Martin.
in the second half.
Not Liam
Like
Martin.
first half, he was in people's faces. He was there, but
to play
second
100
half.
games here.
Yeah, not Liam Martin for me. I don't think Liam Martin for me. I think, yeah,
I mean,
Cleary.
before the game started.
Oh, yeah, before the game. Yeah, bro, before.
Togo.
Oh,
Who's there?
Well, for God's sake, before the game, I thought Brian To'o. I had him in 2+ try
Togo
scorer.
was all there.
I had him 2+ try scorer. Who's your caddy? Ahoy! Lucky Ashley Klein wasn't reffing Broncos would have won. Oh, no. Sutton. Sutton's the Broncos ref, mate. You got that wrong. I'm sorry. Sutton is the Broncos back pocket ref. Sutton's Broncos back pocket ref. Drew Peebles says Wanker clearly gets it. I think he means Cleary. Well, yeah. Well, Cleary had an immense You knocked my thing off. I know you don't, but I'm just saying. They're not used to seeing me this way. They're not used to seeing how balding I'm going.
Put the wig on. You can look. Oh.
He has Panther sheets and pillowcases. Oh, Freddie Fittler.
I don't hate Cleary.
I don't hate anyone.
Look, I don't hate the Panthers. Like,
No, me neither.
Truth be told, I am, fine, fair enough. If this was Broncos 24,
look.
those cheating pricks from Victoria 26, I'd be raging, and Dan probably would have a studio right now. But,
To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have cared who won tonight as long as it wasn't Broncos.
Did care who won. But yeah, like,
straight out of the Bobby Heenan playbook.
If it was Broncos versus those cheating idiots from Victoria, then I would have been furious.
So, Bobsy says Sutton is lifetime member of Penrith League. Are you kidding me?
What?
Are you raging mad, Bobsy? Are you raging mad? Sutton is like the worst possible referee to be in charge of a Panthers game. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
You wake up and
Oh, you wake up, you don't do anything? It's just,
What is going on with your head right now?
Well, you ripped my bandana off.
No such thing.
Oh. Do we need to do an analysis and go back in this dream and
do it?
My dad actually hasn't seen the analysis
Put the spotlight on me.
My dad actually hasn't seen the analysis of who's that? That's not Lara Pitt. That's Danica Mason. She's changed her outfit. Danica Mason had an Oprah Winfrey outfit change. It confused me, but I recognized her.
She's in the white the whole
No,
time.
she hasn't. She was in blue. No, she was in blue in the women's game.
Someone else is in.
No, she was in blue.
Oh, in the women's game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not this game. I'm saying the women's game. I noticed her. I noticed her.
Shouldn't really seem to, make sense.
I make sense all the time.
Oh, you do. So, righto, I'm out. Pizza
Well, yeah, there is pizza left. Well, at least Waste of World Sports.
We'll give you one more.
At least Waste of World Sports can continue into 2023, 2024. At least Waste of World Sports can continue into 2024. Honestly, I wouldn't have covered it if the Broncos won. I really wouldn't have.
You would have.
Nah, I wouldn't have. Nah, I wouldn't have. Nah. What, you would have made me?
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No,
you
look.
Belly.
Hey, no.
By the
No, honestly.
Yeah.
No,
I hate
honestly.
you both. Don't talk to me.
No, honestly. Honestly, shits and giggles aside, I really did think that the Panthers were going to just dominate this game. It was close. Everyone thought it was going to be close, not me. It ended up being close. I have to... me and Gus and I were the only ones who didn't think that... Royce!
How often do you agree?
Look, honestly, look, honestly, before we go too far into it... Before we get to... Yeah, before we get to... My God in heaven! Before we get too distracted, I have to... I'm going to throw it out there. Honestly, this game really took me by surprise. I have to admit that I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Look, I got it right at the end of the day. The Panthers did actually win. But I have to say, Look, this game was a lot closer, and all props to the Broncos for making this a game. Completely took me by surprise. I did not think for 1 second it was going to be as close as it was. Never did. Never did. We did that whole pre-game analysis, and I never thought that it would be as close as it was. So, you know, look, Broncos brought the game. Broncos brought the game. They brought the game.
Shut up, Dan.
I'm giving you props. I'm giving the Broncos props. I'm actually saying they should have won it so comprehensively. The Panthers.
Yeah.
The Panthers.
Yeah, old mate. Bad guy.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, you know the movie I'm talking about?
Yeah. Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and his suit doesn't fit right. Taylor.
Panthers should have won that so comprehensively. But honestly, you know, no. Oh, no wonder James is like, this is my last stream, because he's just like talking bollocks. He's going to get banned by me.
Dan, you look like you shot 2-pack.
Maybe I did. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know where I was that day.
Good night, Gamer Mel. It has been awesome as always.
I legitimately don't know where I was that day.
Probably said something to me during the game, Gamer Mel, and I apologize if I missed it.
No, seriously. Who's this?
Well, mate.
Shack of Hearts says, Nathan Cleary said we're just getting started after winning their third premiership in a row. Well, he's probably not wrong, to be honest. He's probably not wrong, to be totally honest.
Well, do it for New South Wales, Cleary.
Vobsy says,
Christ!
Dan was abducted by aliens. Yeah, pretty much. We need to disperse a pain in the ass and get
Bring them all with you.
Just put the Panthers out. You know the All Blacks?
What?
You know the All Blacks actually...
I don't care about the All Blacks.
Well, I'm trying to tell a story. I'm
not listening to your story.
I'm trying to tell a relevant...
My captain speaking, shush.
Captain, my captain. Redfern represent. Redfern! Okay, sorry, Dad's leaving. I'm going to say goodbye to him. Yep. You don't need to see those from here. You don't need to see those from here. Are you okay for a couple of... Are you okay for a bit? Are you okay for a bit? I'm going to see Dad out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. See you next season. Yes, Adam Reynolds, we will be back bigger and stronger with no ego and no letting that shit happen. Ugh. Oh, I don't know if we need to watch this. I don't know. Dan's just left me to my own devices, so I'll just, you know, I'll just drink his Canadian Club. Why not? Don't tell Dan. He's left me to my own devices, so I'm just going to drink his booze. Yes, we lost. Oh. Look, credit to the Panthers. 3 in a row, man. I mean, it's been a long time since anyone's done that. Empty his fridge. I do know where he lives. He's getting his kitchen renovated at the moment, so his fridge isn't really that full to begin with. Nah, look, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. You know, we did well. We just should have held on to it. Like, that's something that the young guys are going to learn from. And if they don't learn from that, then that's on them. And then I'll be pissed off. But at the moment, you know, yeah. He should take the 2. Why not? Take the 2. He doesn't have a bar, James. He just has, you know, he has a fridge. Yes, Bobsy, I am. I'm disappointed. They should have had more maturity to hold on to that. They should know what the Panthers are like. You know, you can't have, you know, if you've got a lead against the Panthers, you've got to hold on to it. You can't relax. You can't let it go. Jarome Luai, with the injury, doesn't even play most of the second half, I want to say. I can't actually remember when he got subbed out, but yeah. So let's move to 2024 season. Who's going and what's going on? Connor Crowley, don't know what Australia game you're referring to because I'm pretty sure they're out of the Rugby Union World Cup. The Cricket World Cup's coming up. We're going to do some run chases for the Cricket World Cup. I'm not sure what else is coming out. I know I've got the NBA starting soon, but other than that, not 100% sure what he's got coming out. But I mean, I'm sure there'll be some union in there for sure, and I'm sure we'll try to do some cricket because, you know, why not? It is wasted world of sports, funnily enough. But all right, come on, Mitch Kenny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but does he look like, you know, the baby from, you know, Gal? Does Gal look like his baby daddy, or is that just me? Me? Cool. Oh, look at you. You look like a Christmas tree. Didn't really have a hell of a lot of impact on the game, but, you know, wear that ego with pride, James Fisher-Harris. He did well. They're not out. Okay, well, there you go. I didn't know that. You can stop yelling at me now. But yeah, the Wallabies need to win and get a bonus point to qualify. How do they get a bonus point? Someone enlighten me. Wally and Martin takes to the stage to get his ring, medal, thing, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about, James. Ugh. Oh, that's who that surfer looking mofo is. Lindsay Smith. Never heard of him before in my life. So they need to score, okay, so they need to score 4 tries to get a bonus point. Only 4 tries, or do they need to get 4 tries as a win? I'll wait for the answer on that one, because I literally don't know the rules. That's why I'm asking. Oh, well, didn't Queensland suck in the grand finals this year? State of origin, sure. Grand finals, let's just, you know, Amber Heard it. Devo. Okay, so a win is 4 points. You get 5 points if you win and score 4 tries. So if they score 4 tries and win and the other team scores 3 tries, they still get the 5 points. Is that right? It doesn't need to be a win and 4 tries worth of winning points, if that makes sense. Thank you. All right. Well, do we think that who is Australia playing? So only the winner gets 4 points, but if you win and you get 4 tries, you get 5 points, regardless of how many tries you win by. Okay, I get it. So who are Australia playing? Oh, wait. Isaiah, I was going to say a couple of words. Portugal. Should we beat Portugal by 4 tries? All right, cool. So when's the game? What time tonight? Like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? or like 2 a.m. because I ain't staying up to 2 a.m. But if it's like 9 or 10, you know, I might hang out. It's got the trophy. The Panthers have got the trophy on my stream, which is a little bit behind live TV. I say, yeah, Nathan Cleary. I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. I'm too old for that. Didn't you hear my knees crack? My God. Oh. Yep. Credit where it's due. They came back from behind and they won. Good on the Panthers. Much better than losing to the Storm. I'm not gonna lie. Or the Knights, because I really didn't like them at all this season either. So, yeah. Well, that's another grand final in the bag, and we have no more National Rugby League competition for 2023. I'm really sad because there's no AFL either, and I don't know what to do with myself in the next 3 weeks before the NBA starts. I mean, there's some Cricket World Cup. Apparently, there's some Rugby Union World Cup still. I don't know what else is on, but there's a few other sports on, I'm sure, that I can preoccupy myself with. Are you back? Oh, he's back! The crazy-haired wild man is back!
We're gonna do the Cricket World Cup, yeah?
You annoyed me, so I drank some of your Canadian Club.
Huh?
You were taking too long, so I drank some of your Canadian Club.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's not
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Dan's back. Thank God I was falling asleep.
Oh, you were not. You were not. You were having a good old conversation with me, explaining to me how Australia can stay in the Rugby League World Cup. Don't lie.
World Cup?
And
what the hell is that?
Not the Rugby League World Cup, the other thing. What are you doing?
What is that? Turn that off. How do we get that off?
I don't know.
What is even? What is?
Awful hair on it.
What even is that?
You scroll up.
I actually don't know even what that is.
Union, whatever.
He's also called you cute.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. He called me cute, so you know.
Called you very cute. Where is that? What even is that?
It's your old man's camera.
Oh, that's. Yeah, okay. The old Panther cam.
Focus
all
on
right,
it.
all right.
On my testicles. Now what do we do with our life? Now what do we do with our life? There is no AFL. There is no NRL. What do I do with my life? It is not just... Look, he's all over it.
Oh, come on. I'm trying. Okay, we go. Okay, there we go. I got it. I'm sorry. I got it.
God.
I'm sorry. I got it at last. I didn't know what it was. We spend time with our family, says Shagabars.
Is that what you do in the off season? I thought you were my family.
We are family and friends. Okay, that randomly paused. Wasn't meant to pause, right? All I could see was Michelle's titties.
No, you couldn't. See my shirt.
Exactly.
Oh, who gives a fuck about
that? That's OnlyFans content. Only Dan's is just all me.
I believe it was you.
All me.
My mates.
Oh my God, that was an intense game. Oh God, I was on the brink of like.
I know you were.
Yeah. The boofster. The boofster. I was on the brink of like calling it a day. I really was. I was like, all rugby union now. Oh, rugby union.
Are you...
No, hell no.
Is your answer, chat room?
Australia are gone. They're eliminated from the Rugby World
No,
Cup.
apparently if they win tonight with 4 tries, they get a bonus point. I've just been educated.
You've been educated wrong. They're done.
I've been educated wrong, chat room.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh.
They're done skis.
Oh.
Who's your caddy?
You said they're dumb.
No, well they are, but who's your caddy says has been such a good stream. Love it. Plus need more.
So it's not enough to save them, but they can.
Can I please fix my hair? I look so goddamn retarded.
Oh, take your
You were the one that
dinner.
knocked me.
Well, you just go on, turn yourself into Tina Turner. No, honestly, it's like James and Shaka Parts. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If the Wallabies have been anywhere near as bad as the Boomers, then they don't deserve it. So
They've been that bad and worse. No, but they have been. They have been that bad and worse. I don't even know what the boom. I don't even know what the Boomers have done, but they've been that bad and worse. Okay, well, yeah, the Wallabies sucked as well.
Channeling Reg Reagan right now.
Reggie boy, huh? Get it up 'em, huh?
Oh, God.
Get it up 'em. The Broncos got
losing bonus points.
The Broncos found out tonight, huh? The Broncos found out tonight. They got it up 'em, huh? Bunch of.
I want to know, how do you get a losing bonus point in the Rugby Union World Cup?
If you lose by less than X amount of points or tries. So essentially in rugby, if it's a close game, you get a point, almost like a behind in AFL. You get a point in AFL.
You lose by 7 or less.
Yeah, if you get if the other team scores more than 3 tries than you, they get a bonus point, something
4.
like that. 4. Chat room, 3 or 4, something like that. We've had this conversation earlier. Yeah, you've had this conversation earlier. Apparently, but yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's like a point for getting close, like AFL with the goal and the behind.
So Australia doesn't have to win against Portugal. Fiji just has to win by less than 7 points.
Dan looks like someone for The Ringer. Oh, what a fantastic movie! Have you ever seen that? Have you seen The Ringer?
Who's in
It's
it?
just like, Johnny Knoxville, Katherine Heigl.
Oh, probably not.
Oh God,
Oh,
Katherine.
no, maybe.
Katherine Heigl, so goddamn hot in that movie, by the way.
Knoxville, like Jackass, Johnny Knoxville.
Yes. Well,
you know what I found?
as opposed to what other Johnny Knoxville, by the way.
You know what I found?
Just out of curiosity, as opposed to what other Johnny Knoxville.
Connor Crowley, he's not. Do you know what I have got given?
Are we watching what match? There's no match on.
Portugal.
Oh, is it on now? Oh.
I
was going to
know
say, is it on
today.
now?
I don't know. No, it's on at 2 a.m. because that's what I said. If it's on at 9 or 10, I'll hang out. But if it's on at 2 a.m., I'm going to bed because.
2 a.m. I'm going to bed too.
Exactly.
It is.
And you're already home.
And since
what I was gonna say was,
since they're out anyway.
Since Rodney saved my computer, you know what I found? All the old episodes
Pornography
of Viva La Bam.
Fair enough.
Did you ever watch Viva La Bam?
Of course I did. Yeah, of course I did.
The house was amazing.
Of course I did.
Bam Mansion. Love it. Outright. Yeah, I honestly, username. Ego. Out of him. I hate below 28. But there goes all of the conspiracies and all of the superstitions. All in the back. All in the big.
The Wallabies cannot escape their fate.
Adam, not.
Yeah, well, it's all down to Fiji. And by the way, Fiji nearly shat the bed. Oh, they nearly. Oh, Fiji nearly bollocksed it against Georgia. Oh, so close. There was nearly a smidgen of hope for the Wallabies. Fiji nearly dropped the ball against Georgia. Don't talk conspiracies, Michelle, says James. Don't you dare talk conspiracies. Yeah, she'll give you a conspiracy. Oops. Username says.
Oh, God, I don't want to get on the face. Yes.
Username says, oh, game is at 1:45 a.m. I thought it was 5 a.m. Might have to watch it. Yeah, probably not me. It's a pointless game. Shakavat says, let's just say Fiji pulled a Penrith in the 2023 grand final against Georgia. They really did. They were down at half time. They really dropped their coconuts. Yes, James. Fiji completely dropped their coconuts at the halftime break. They got it just enough together. Oh my God, was it close though? Oh, they nearly lost their bollocks. Australia would still have been in hope had Fiji lost to Georgia, and Fiji won by 5. Crazy scenes. Crazy. I don't think there's any hope left for the Wallabies now. Like
There's
Fiji
no
got
hope
there.
left for the Wallabies.
Yeah. well, you would know because you follow the sport so intensely. Now, Dan, did you have money on Panthers to win? Of course I did. I had it from last year. I had it before I had the Panthers winning before the season even kicked off, mate. It wasn't worth much because they were clearly the favourites. Exactly, Reece Walsh. Exactly. Get that up here. That's a lesson this year for Reece Walsh, by the way, because, oh, what a little prick he turned out to be this season. So hopefully, and that's even a Broncos supporter agreeing with me there.
100%. 100%. That was a massive lesson. To be honest, if they had won that game, they would have knocked down and crashing down hard. I don't want to see that. Good thing for them because they absolutely up, pick themselves up. They have the Adam Reynolds.
Will Adam Reynolds be there next year? Yes. What's that guy? What's
Adam
that?
Reynolds and Capewell.
What's that other guy? What's that guy? What's that guy? Oh, the guy that's actually better than Reynolds.
Adam Reynolds.
Curtis.
Boys will have
Curtis.
Hopefully,
Curtis
they will
Caper.
have gained.
Username says, is Michelle jealous you have better hair? Probably not, because this is fake and hers is real. Am I right?
Oh, I'm going to dye mine tomorrow, actually. It's going to be this color for about 24 hours.
And then, in reality, it is actually just this wig.
And then it will be, a beautiful dark blue for a little while.
For Origin next year.
Yeah, I'm going to do it for South by Southwest.
Oh.
That's why I'm in Sydney next week.
So.
Here for many of you. Wait, what run chases are we planning on doing? I don't know if I'm here.
Doesn't matter. Koreans in South by Southwest, you say?
Yeah, we already.
Yeah, no, but we didn't say who.
Yeah, I sent you some about off here. What run chases are we doing?
I'm happy to talk about it on air. I'm assuming it's nobody. I'm assuming it's nobody big though.
You're a dickhead, James.
I'm assuming it's nobody well known.
We'll talk about it after because I don't know. I don't know if they're big or not. Friends?
I could tell you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'll talk to you after.
But we could talk about it on stream. I don't know. I can't feel my hair because it's not real.
There's like a burr in it.
Oh, that was a while ago. You also just lost heel fries if he's still there.
Heel fries. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I don't think he is.
At him. At him in the chat and you'll know if he's there.
All right. Western World of Sports. Oh my God. Our first ever grand final. I've got to say, I failed. I apologize for that. I failed. I was ready to throw the toys out, Jonathan Thurston style. I really was. I was really like I was JT, ready to throw the toys out of the pram. I really was. I don't understand how the Panthers have done it, but yeah, James. We've got to acknowledge James. Wilma Titsgrow, Intox Jones. Yes, we do. A long servant of the Western World Sport. He said it's his last time.
He says it's his last time. What a load of absolute bollocks.
Well, I'm believing him.
Why?
Well,
Why? Come on, James. Give us a good explanation. Why is it your last time?
Well, I have no reason to not believe him. We've spoken.
Alara wants.
We've spoken off camera a lot. I have no reason to not believe him. Shack of Heart says, Dan, stop asking questions and just be impressed. But I have to ask questions.
No, you don't.
It's the analyst in me that I have to ask questions. Yes, I did purposely say analyst. Well, I've got this fantastic new teleprompter. It's like the old telestrator. I've got to use it. I've got to use. I mean, I used it in the pregame. It's hard to use it now because nothing that I said in the pregame really happened, did it? So, really.
What happened in the pregame?
Well, my whole thing in the pregame was doing the telestrator of how the Broncos jam in on defense, and they didn't tonight. So the Panthers scored no tries out wide, so I kind of like ruined my whole thing. Hometown music, you Vincent Spears, ahoy! I will be watching these streams, and this year has really been a hard one for me, Shark supporter. But these streams make my day. Thanks, Gaia.
Guys, hometown music. Thank you. Yeah. Dan does a lot of streams on his. I know when I'm here, I'm a massive distraction, and I actually distract from. But yeah, no,
that was me tonight.
it's good. I'm glad.
That's how funny that was me tonight. Oh look, tonight tested me. Tonight really tested me.
James ain't going no.
Oh look, tonight really tested me.
I know it really tested you. And if
I was
Broncos
ready
had
to quit.
I would
not have
not have heard the end of it for the next 6 months until you were here for round 1 next year.
No, I wouldn't have been.
You would have been here. You would have been. Because I know you, and I know you, and you would have been here for round 1.
I would not have been. That would have been the end
Daniel
of me.
Alara Colby.
Not my real name, by the way.
I know.
I mean, actually,
but it sounded pretty good, didn't it?
Actually, really not.
I know, but it sounded good, didn't it? I know your real name, but I'm not going to use it on air.
Taking nothing away from who? Can you see that?
Taking nothing away from them, given their accelerated rebuild and emergence of talent.
Broncos.
About the Broncos. They say history is written by the victors, so hard questions need to be asked about the Broncos. Taking nothing away from them, given their accelerated rebuild and emergence of talent. Jack of Hearts, I
fair enough.
100% agree.
Yeah, fair enough.
There is a massive amount of youth on that team.
James just confirmed that it's James with that comment. Don't say his Spotify playlist name.
There is Yeah, exactly. How did they blow a 16-point lead? Ego blew a 16-point lead.
My Spotify-
Young Ego blew a 16-point
My
lead.
Spotify playlist name is
Oh, would you shut up for a second?
Koreans for
I'm sorry.
life. Koreans for life.
Of course it is. So, yeah. Young Egotism blew a 16-point lead. Like, Adam Reynolds is going to
Inexperience.
steer you around the field. 100%.
Inexperience at the end of the
Inexperience
day.
and ego is going to blow.
They had
Like-
the lead.
Panthers, they were there.
If
They're
you want
always
to bust,
crouched
oh
in
sorry,
always crouched in the windows ready. And unless we were up 4-8, we were always gonna. There was always gonna be a challenge.
sounds like me watching the Sharks game. Hometown Vincent Spears hometown music. Just to answer that question, if I can jump in for a second, still making up those Shackries shirts. I'll make it if you buy it. If you are legitimate about buying one, I will goddamn buy one.
My
I
all-time,
will goddamn. I mean, I won't buy one. I'll make it.
my all-time favorite
make it.
piece of merch is by one of my favorite bands, and I am so fucking excited because
Dan Jovi.
I am 100% buying 3 of these jerseys.
Oh, is this that one you sent me earlier?
Yes. Have a look at it, chat room.
It's gonna be hard
Can you
to bring
see it?
that one up. Yeah,
Ah,
it's gonna be very hard to bring that up on
can
screen.
anyone see that? Yeah, look, you can see it.
No, they can't.
Revocation, Cross, Boston Celtics, Satan Duncan on
Go Satan.
Yo, I couldn't do this.
Go,
around-
Satan.
Couldn't do this around your dad. Satan dunking on Jesus right there. What? But yeah, that is my next favorite piece of merch. Is Boston Celtics. I'm cross revocation. Whom are from Boston, so they're allowed to use it. So you know, I'm very excited. That's my favorite piece of merch ever. But yes, Track of Hearts. That's the reality, and honestly, that's a hard loss to take, regardless of whether you're experienced or inexperienced. So if they can't learn from that, then they haven't bettered themselves as players. So, yeah, we do have to be empathetic. They did a lot in that first half to keep the Panthers out. Like, all the stats were against them, and they kept the Panthers out. Like, they could have been 20-0, 24-0 at the halftime break there. They kept the Panthers out. So that is something that they can learn from. But they need to learn that the razzle dazzle of rugby league isn't all it's going to take to win a grand final. So just wash your face.
No.
Okay, you should.
Why? Why? What's wrong?
All right, are we out? Are we doing? What are we doing? We
Yeah.
hanging out? We just gonna hang out?
No, I think we're out.
Jack of Hearts, I agree. There's plenty of positives to be taken from that match.
Oh God.
That's
That was
why,
intense.
I didn't kill Dan and his dad at the end of that.
Intense.
It was a good game. It was intense. It's heartbreaking. I think I knew what was going to happen in the lead up to this week, which is why I haven't really been.
You would have had to, but like
I haven't been
you would have had to, but at the
insane
same time,
like I have in previous years when we've been in a grand final.
but at the same time,
I mean, I know it's been a while, but
at the same time, I have to
Yeah.
say, like that was a
Panthers,
surprise. That was a surprise. The fact that it was so close,
wasn't a surprise to me.
surprise to me.
It was only a surprise to you. It
was
was a
only
surprise to anyone
well,
else.
there were only 2 people in the goddamn world that shocked, and that was me and Gus Gould.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 2,
And that should fucking tell you something.
yeah, 2 pretty smart brains of the business, you know? So, all right, don't
Ah.
go. Don't go. Should we do some more analyses? I can draw some more arrows, and I've got nothing. I've actually got nothing lined
You
up.
you can analysis your ass off right now. I think James is the only one who's sad to see us go. Everyone else doesn't
I
care.
know,
They're all
because-
drunk.
but that's
And
because.
unless you're in Queensland, you don't have a. Oh no, wait.
But that's because it's his last ever stream. He's leaving.
He's
you know.
lied. He's already gone back on that. Is it a public holiday in New South Wales tomorrow as well?
Public holiday everywhere.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I work for a Victorian company.
Yes, it is.
It's not a public holiday in Victoria on Monday.
Really?
No, it was a public holiday on Friday. They have a public holiday for their grand final.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
no.
Really?
I worked on
Is that
Friday.
it? No, because I was gonna say, like, is it?
I worked on Friday.
Everywhere, yeah?
No, it's not. They have their king's birthday
God.
in June, and we have ours in October.
God. So it's not a public holiday in Melbourne.
Nope.
Wow.
Victoria does not have a public holiday
I
tomorrow.
had no idea.
But they had one on Friday for their grand final. The AFL has a grand final public holiday.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You didn't know that?
That's hilarious.
They also have a public holiday for the Melbourne Cup. They have two sporting holidays.
I knew that.
Queensland has none.
I knew that.
Queensland thinks it's so fucking good and has no sporting holidays. Just saying. Okay, so it's a public holiday in New South Wales tomorrow as well as Queensland. But yes, Queensland has a public holiday tomorrow. And
Yes,
because
indeed.
it was a public holiday in Victoria on Friday, and because my work is based in Victoria, I basically had Friday off as well. So extra long
Fair
weekend
enough.
for me. No, I'm kidding. I worked. I promise work. I promise. We're going.
All right, Waste of World Sports. Thank you so much for your company this 2023 NRL season. Oh my
over.
God!
Why is it over?
It's all done, but we do have internationals coming up.
We do, and we've got cricket. We're gonna do some cricket.
Yeah, we got
We're gonna
cricket.
do some cricket
we got
World
cricket.
Cup. Run day chases. We're gonna do some cricket. So keep
Yeah,
an
I don't
eye
think I
on
can do the whole thing. I really don't think I can.
Keep an eye on the
I don't think I
channel.
could do
Keep
the
an
whole
eye.
thing.
You'll get if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification to
Yes.
say what we're doing. But yeah, other than that, and Intoxigamer. Follow Intoxigamer. See if Dan's gonna do any gaming in the off season. Yeah, you're not. Oh, you're doing a Halloween stream though. You know, it's being a Halloween stream till next year.
I'm done till next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no Halloween stream now.
Super
apparently.
chat them to say, well, that would work. That actually would work. That actually would work. Pay us to stay. That would actually work.
Because someone stuffed up the stream and started swearing.
Pay us to stay would actually work. I mean, I appreciate your enthusiasm there,
I'm going
James,
home to
but
bed.
I don't think that's going to work.
I'm going home to watch some Boston Legal, make a cheese toasty, and go to bed. How can you not do Halloween? What is wrong with you? Halloween is the greatest. If you put up a Christmas tree, you can't stand here and complain to me about Halloween being an American holiday.
When did he say anything about putting up a Christmas tree?
I'm getting ahead.
Okay. You are just jumping way too far ahead, I feel.
I'm going home.
Right.
Still bugging me now.
Waste of World Sports. Thank you so much. Catch you guys next time.
You are not.
You're a Christian. Oh my.
Oh well.
That's not possible because we get along too well.
Have some.
Yes. His ass is hanging out as he makes a break-up field. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.